this is it. We're gonna do it. This is the show. Welcome. My name's Darian Momanai. We're gonna watch Face Off today. So please just introduce yourselves and tell us something about Face Off. What this means to you. It's 11 o'clock at night. It's actually 11:20. Brett Kavanaugh is oozing his way into a Supreme Court nomination. What do you
Are we supposed to include current topic? Should I be current on political events?
I don't know. I just.
Are we gonna really get into this?
I mean, we don't have to get into that in particular, but I
want to try to bring as much up with Brett Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
Kevin Brett
Kavanaugh.
Brett Kavanaugh, whatever, and see how much he relates to John Archer.
Yeah, that's actually the purpose of this show. Is we're gonna just see how political we can get and how incisive and just laser focused.
And I'll just go ahead and feed off of you guys because I am clueless of what's going on.
Right now?
No.
Yes.
No
I know what's going on.
That's why. No, that's good. That's. Yes.
My name is Yonatan, and I would also like a little bit of a setup. So I'm kind of still curious about how we're approaching this thing.
Yeah.
I think we should just.
One, so it's a little,
I think,
You guys are talking about political views. I just can't wait to see the changing of the face. I want to see when the face comes off.
It's a big part
So
of
I'm curious about.
That's like the crux. We're gonna be throwing around words like crux. So
you will be.
it's a 4-letter word. It's like a bad word in that way. So yeah.
Living life on the edge.
And we have Stevie.
Yes.
Go ahead. Tell us what your name is and say some words.
My name is Steven Sandoval.
Yeah. On the record.
On the record. I am a security guard.
Yeah.
And I'm here looking at Face Off.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
Yeah. Your job doesn't define you,
I do feel more secure.
Yeah.
I feel pretty secure right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm like, oh.
You're a bouncer. You used to be a bouncer at some point in your life, right?
I've done a lot of different things.
Done some different stuff, but you have been into the security realm, the ballpark. Also, the Dodgers beat the Rockies today. Is that true?
Yeah, if they played them. I know they won. I don't know who they played.
They won. Okay.
5-2.
So 5-2. They won. I got in trouble at work.
Are we so is this like a timestamp? So the Dodgers won. Brett Kavanaugh.
All right, let's get started here. All right, guys. So obviously, you guys are watching this on Netflix. I desperately hope that they didn't edit or that the time codes don't unsync. But we'll find out. And if anyone listens that far, 2 hours and 20 minutes into this movie, I thank you very much. Thank you, Mom. And let's go. We're going to hit play, and then I'll tell you when the Paramount... Well, I'll describe this to you, and then you can pause it there, and then you would start it there. I'm hitting play now, so maybe that syncs up. But so the stars are all coming around, and the first one's going to stop now. Okay. Paramount.
Why does that inspire me?
You just got inspired? The sunset was, it's just like it just gives you a boner. Starting strong. Paramount Pictures, okay. So apparently this movie took 7 years in production since its first iteration. These two guys named Mike met each other, and they're like, we both have the same name. We have to do something with that. And they wrote this movie about two men who bang each other's wives.
At some point it's implied.
Spoiler alert. But
So there were Mike and Mike.
two Mikes. Okay, here we are. Griffith Park, Los Angeles. Named for the guy who shot that.
What is it named after? I have no idea what it's named after.
I heard recently that it's named after some guy who shot his wife in the eye and then threw her off the second floor of their house, murdered his wife.
So they said we're gonna name a park after this guy.
No, he donated basically, but he did that with money. He bought it with money. Money.
Oh, he made from shit.
Yeah, dude. But it's.
By the way, that's one killer mustache.
Oh,
you gotta compliment the mustache.
It never comes back. That's the saddest part about this movie.
Yeah.
Nick Cage's mustache when he snipes
Mustache off. Okay, yeah, definitely kill the guy. Moving target. He likes the challenge.
This
I
is
respect
what's weird.
that.
Is this a moral dilemma? I don't want to kill the kid. or is he like, oh, I'm gonna kill this?
He's
kid?
just feeling the air, you know. I think he's testing. Oh yeah, he's savoring the moment. His last moments with his mustache. He's not even thinking about this. This is just a hit to him. It's like, and this is just on GP, just for fun. GP is general principle for the non-indoctrinated people who haven't watched.
Or if you're Kirk Franklin,
Fresh
Last
Out.
Property.
Kirk Franklin.
GP,
Oh my
are you
God.
with me? Oh yeah.
Oh
Banger.
okay.
Right through the
Bullet time.
back. and
Wow.
into
Pretty good
the
shot.
kid's Face.
Wow.
For a moving target, I mean, 8.
On a children's ride.
A kid's right, and the balloons.
Wow.
Technicolor.
It's the soul
Isn't there
leaves the
some
body.
sort of rule to crime?
This is John Travolta
No women,
after
no children, maybe?
Scientologist sex.
They're trying to make sure you know that Nicolas Cage's character is a real bad guy.
He's
This
g-
is what's weird. It's like, oh no, did I kill the kid? Because if it is,
What? Killed the fucking
That-
guy you came there to
why
kill.
are you trying to shoot him when he's holding his kid? Of any end of just wait till he gets off.
Here's
the merry-go-round.
great opportunity.
Just wait till he steps off the spinning horse.
Yeah, now would be a great time. For example, during
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
duration that
this-
he's sitting still.
At least finish the job.
Did they put the brains on the kid or?
Hmm?
They didn't put. Okay, this is the best part right here. Sorry to spoil it. Spoiler alert. Experimental horses at night. 6 years later, it was nighttime. Then it became 6 years later.
That's the only information we have about any of these people before it gets right into it.
Whenever I.
This dude killed that guy's kid, and 6 years has passed.
That's all
you
that
need to
happens. Oh, he's won a string of awards back to back to back, but it's never enough. Oh, my gun. That's all I have. SIG. That's why it's in the back of my car. Yes. The penis. The phallus. Ah, yes. This guy? The Wire?
Yep, Bunny.
What's his name?
My man Bunny. He's set New Amsterdam up.
And he taught those kids. Not just about the streets, but about what was inside. All right, here we go. He's back, no mustache. Used to have long hair. Some other guy. Sorry, guys. All right, sorry. So I just gotta let it play. Watch this shit.
We got Church, Nolte, Nick Cage.
Is he a good actor? He's a good actor,
Nick
right?
Cage, he acts too good in this movie. He does a good job the whole time.
I mean, he always
He's
plays.
doing too much.
Yeah, too much.
John Woo was like, that was good. I've been on each thing.
It's like, I don't know what you said, but
Ah, fuck.
fuck with the dynamism.
Is he in a priest outfit?
Oh, he is, definitely. He's about to do something very holy. Or
First
unholy.
kids, now religion.
Yeah.
This guy's cold.
He's a really evil guy.
He's just savoring this moment, man. Sinclair is hot.
I like, yeah, he makes her just extremely hot, you know, because he's very sexual as well, because he's just a.
Who times a bomb for 26 days?
No, I think it's hours. It's
No,
like,
that shit's there forever.
yeah, he's like, I need.
That's like the whole plot. Is like, take her off your face. Find out where this bomb is.
He can see it. Yeah, he's like,
When did he have time to light the cigarette?
Yeah,
oh,
there's plenty of
you could smoke inside back then. This
You
is
smoke anywhere.
breaks. Sorry. Okay, but that was in sync. If it's not in sync for you guys, it should be in sync. Oh my God. Just dragging God through the dirt. True. And the flamboyance too. I think that's another flash,
Wow.
right? They're trying to say like everything. He's bad, but he's not.
He kills kids.
Kills kids.
Hates God.
Hates God.
Let's just hope nothing happened to any of those kids in the making of the
smokes
movie.
cigs and stuff. You know
Some,
what I mean?
so he's a smoker, definitely. It
But it's
didn't-
kind of a fun. This is a fun scene though. It's like the most fun scene in the whole movie. Look at him. He's just
spirited.
Nicolas Cage is having the best time of his life doing this.
Just give him an open stage. Don't give him any lines and have him grab a 14-year-old girl's ass. I don't think they got a body double either. This is they're like, oh, it's for art. It's a John Woo film. We have to have Nicolas Cage grab this young girl's ass. She's probably 18, but Stevie's just shaking his head.
How did he get away with this behavior?
He's a international terrorist. See, they zoom in. I can't tell if it's
Nobody
her or not.
thought that. You know what?
Michael
We should stop
Douglas.
this guy.
Brought to you by the guy who got throat cancer apparently from eating too much pussy. He's like, oh yeah, it's weird. We bear the cross.
You can get it from just eating the one poisonous pussy.
Poison pussy. We're gonna have to do research on that. Please do not fact check us on any.
It's like HPV. You get it in the throat.
Doesn't everyone have HPV?
That's why it's like you could just get the one fucking weird.
It's like roulette. You never know.
Roulette. You don't know
Boom.
which HPV.
You never know.
There's like hundreds, right? Please do not fact check us on any of this.
'Cause I don't think it's just like it was like, you've got an overwhelming amount of pussies in your. Like
That's what
so
he's
many
saying. He's like
vaginas.
too exotic,
Yeah.
too many strains.
He got an infection. Most like he developed into something.
He's like, yeah, I've had syphilis
one
for
time.
16 years. It's Catherine Zeta-Jones' fault for being so fucking hot, irresistible, that my manly desire. Anyway, we need to get a woman on the show. Apologies in advance.
You need to get mic stands on this.
No. This is fun. You're in control.
This is a 2 hours of this.
Okay, switch hands.
Swish.
Swish. Okay, we need to get back. Polix.
Yeah, we missed so much of this.
Okay, look what's in his case here: cigarettes, pills, joints, chiclets. I almost got chiclets, but I forgot. But is that racist? Because it's like chiclets are bad. Because like the two mics went to Mexico and they're like,
That was the only thing he took out of the thing.
oh, he likes to smoke weed.
They offered him all the treats. The only thing he took was the chiclets.
Box of treats. Brought to you by the guy from Arthur, right? King Arthur or some shit. You know what I'm talking about? The guy? The sunglasses in the back? Anyway.
Now this is where you know that, he's not all the way bad.
He likes...
He loves his little brother.
Oh, man. This is written by Johnny from The Room. Sorry, I'm patting for my cat. I'll stop doing that. No.
How you doing, Stevie?
That guy really loves the things he has, you know?
He loves his
Look at
possessions.
his money clip. Wow, his guns.
Yeah, it's all style, flash.
Woo.
Sean Archer is like more about his dead kid.
Yeah, that's pretty
My
much his
wife.
thing.
This guy, everyone is his wife. He's international terrorist for hire.
Let's go. I'm good. Let's go. That's good. That's how I'm gonna sit down every time.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know. I didn't write this, but I feel so bad for this. Classic line. Very disturbing. Worrisome, really.
I mean, he's just implying he'd eat her out for hours.
He's trying to get... This is Michael Douglas wrote that line.
It was Michael Douglas's contribution for
Yeah,
sure.
he's like, you got to make a cunnilingus joke. But it's got to repulse everyone to the point you don't want to have sex for like the next week. And then this guy just got off.
In fairness, though, he never
In front of his
forces her.
brother?
He just propositions it. She's down.
She'll do anything. She's an FBI agent. She's trained.
She didn't have to do that.
Maybe she just wanted to join the
didn't
club.
have to do that.
She could see it.
Yeah, she could have fucking killed him by now.
She
She's
could
a
have
trained
shot him
FBI
right.
agent.
She could have said, "Hey, you're under arrest."
Yeah, at any point, she's like, "Oh no, I want to wait till there's backup."
She's
I
about
wanna
to take off her clothes. Right? She was undoing her own shirt.
I don't know what
No
universe
problem.
this is, or what world I'm living in, I should say. Okay. Take a quick look. Where is everyone? Positions
gotta
everyone
respect-
behind the plane.
Finishing the cigarette in
Throw
that
it.
moment.
It helps them think. Okay, this could have happened 15 minutes ago.
Long time ago.
Gotcha.
Could have happened when you were sitting on his lap, about to take your shirt off.
It's so. Is it sexist that this guy? She has a trained
Once
FBI
again.
agent. He's like, okay, he's handicapped in some way, right?
Yeah,
They never.
They imply he's kind of slow or
They
something.
imply it. They never talk
Something's
about
up
it
with 'em.
overtly. Something's up. And this ostensibly handicapped man is throwing a briefcase across a private jet at this trained FBI agent who's holding a gun, and he wins. And then she's like, okay, I finally beat up this
Wait, are we
handicapped guy.
describing what's happening? Or are we commenting on it? I just don't want because then it's like, I don't know what we're watching. We got to with it.
What do you mean? It's
I was just thinking she was really submissive.
She took this is like a she got off on this. It's like a joy for her. It was all part of her plan.
I mean, she wanted to get some right there. She was prepared for them to go fly away.
All right. This
This is the best scene ever. Pulls the gun. I mean, where you say that?
he says shit.
Yep.
Okay. That's his response. Oh, wasn't me.
Whoopsies.
Whatever.
gives the whoopsies. Kanye shrug.
Oops.
Before the Kanye shrug.
So it's like swagged out to him. He likes killing people.
Yeah, he's been like he loves it the whole day.
If this, yeah,
It's his favorite thing.
I wonder if it's inspired. I hate to bring this up. But
Sean Archer immediately jumps from a car onto a helicopter.
yeah,
Man, he's talented.
There's not even a
No license needed.
yeah.
He's
I know.
in a car saying
It's
shit.
the Matrix. Yeah.
10 seconds later, he's in a helicopter. And he's about to stop this fucking plane.
I wish it.
How long has the plane been going?
Yeah, the entire runway. They had to build another runway. It's like Looney Tunes. The guy's painting it.
Fly bitch is a great line, too.
Okay. This is a tactical challenge for the pilot. I want to respect all the stunt pilots involved in this. Probably several died, you know.
I feel like him having solid gold guns is it's like easier for me to believe he's just shooting down helicopters and fighting these guys off because his guns are solid gold.
Yeah, he loves shooting. But everyone, the whole point of this movie is no one ever hits each other.
Oh, no, a lot of people die. Look, this guy gets killed right there. That lady gets killed. Castor Troy kills a lot of people.
Those people are fodder for someone like Castor Troy. I'm talking about principles here.
He kills his girl's brother just because he just liked it.
Yeah,
There's no reason. He just ran up and killed him.
Yeah, that's GP. That's called GP, my friends, for those people. I know.
Yeah, on GP. He just kills him.
I want to shout out big time to my man, Big Herc, fresh out. I would love to be on your show. Bring it out. I know this is episode 1, but the whole point of this is to get on fresh out. Shout out to Big Herc.
I haven't even seen it, so I'm still searching.
Okay. Sean Archer. Yes, successfully lands helicopter swerve. All right. I like this.
He
Shit,
smashed
lining up
the
with a
plane with a
Margaret-
helicopter.
The plane can't be destroyed, though. Look at that. It's still.
Put his
works.
guns back.
I've seen like planes.
He shot,
Didn't a
like,
plane hit
3
the
people
Pentagon
on
and
that
it like
fucking thing.
exploded the Pentagon? This guy. He's got good aim in the one arm. They're like, yeah, just affect. You're tilted. Okay. A lot of fodder here. This guy's ear.
Took out his
Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind for later. This is like Margaret Cho's whole point in this movie is to respond to all this stuff. She has some lines.
They're probably fighting like in an undercover meth lab or something.
Right now?
Yeah, on the
I was on an airplane base.
LAX grounds. Wait, are they in LA, right?
Yeah,
That's
they
all
never
part of
left the
this?
airport.
Yeah.
He
Nick.
had time to think about it. The cops are that bad.
He doesn't care about his brother. He'll go.
He gets to
Got
just-
him.
I feel like we're saying things that are not going to make any sense to anyone.
Okay, they're watching the thing. It'll make sense. This guy's eyes, for example. I'm describing the eyes. They're like, ooh, I'm seeing the eyes on screen. I feel this.
Looks like
Also-
he's
This
trying to-
guy's eyes is like just like no specificity to that. I'm seeing this guy's eyes like, oh, who needs that information?
They're not just listening to it, I hope. If you're just listening to this, I urge you to stop. Put it on where Nicolas Cage just shot this pilot in the middle. Oh, John Travolta caught him, but can't do anything. Gotta run.
Why does he have such good aim? And he's already killed plenty of people, but he just can't seem to hit the main character.
Oh, no. That guy's dead for sure. This is off GP.
This is like the real encounter.
Yeah.
The standoff right here.
Maybe
No games in this one.
standoff, huh?
This is before their face-off. Standoff.
Standoff.
Solid
They
gold.
face off a number of times in this movie. This is like,
I like that the other cops, I feel, gave it enough respect to make it a one-on-one. Like,
yeah.
This is John Archer, Castor Troy. Step back.
I don't know if you
They
heard
got
the name. Castor Troy and Sean Archer. Tell my kids a story every day. Get to work with Sean Archer. My brother works for Castor Troy.
I mean, anybody who got near Castor Troy just died.
Yeah.
If you weren't Sean Archer.
Someone shoot. Just fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Right? If you're ever in this situation, absolutely pull the trigger.
I wouldn't know
Especially
what
if
to
there's a
do.
maniac.
You have to pull the trigger immediately. You can kill them before they.
I
right?
just hope that you have
I
the
mean,
same
no,
respect.
once you would react.
They shoot you. You both die.
Yeah, most likely. I'd assume.
That's
I
the
think
assumption, but has anyone tested it?
You'd have a way better chance of doing it. If you're going to shoot, you want to shoot first, for sure.
You gotta shoot
I would
first.
recommend shooting first. If that's I have a gun to someone's face and they shoot me in the face, I get one off.
Yeah.
My last use of my whatever brain I got left.
And I feel like when you're put in that situation, you guys are in a mutual agreement. Like, hey, I won't shoot, you won't shoot, and we just walk our separate ways.
You trust someone that has a gun to your head, even if you are.
I have a gun to his head.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ in the building over here. Pull the trigger, people. Probably. Oh, Castor Troy.
This is great. The little switch.
Yeah.
Clearly fake crying.
Yeah, Brett Kavanaugh over here. Yonatan said not to make it political, but
you can make it political.
it's Brett Kavanaugh.
We should be talking about something.
You know what I'm saying? You know that guy?
Yeah, he was definitely
He's a guy.
Face. This is some next level shit. This is big
Oh
time
my
stuff.
God, big time. Willing to risk it all. Yeah, I think he's just having a great time, actually.
John Travolta is pitching a perfect game in the standoff. Takes a helicopter,
standoff. Continue.
Kicks him into a jet engine.
Test jet, by the way.
He does a perfect kung fu kick. He's like an old man broken from his son's skills. He put his whole life into that kick.
Yeah.
It launches Nick Cage 300 feet.
Yeah.
And smashes him into the back.
Eighth of a mile.
He flew a helicopter. That doesn't surprise me.
He got out of a car, got in a helicopter, and then smashed.
I automatically think he's a black belt.
He's got to be. He drives
find the time. Where does John Archer find the time?
It's all Matrix, bro. They just don't show it. This takes place 400 years in the future. It's just that they're repeating our time again, just out of nostalgia. And see if her futuristic hairstyle tells the whole story, gives it away.
If I fucking kung fu kicked my arch nemesis to death, I'm not trying to come home to no fucking bullshit.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? I want to deal with these kids and their problems today.
That's what they're
We're
saying.
We're partying today.
That's what the mics are saying. They're like, men have it hard. They have to save the world and come home, and their daughters have put more makeup on their face than they would prefer.
I'd let her just go. I'd be like, yo, go ahead. I'm partying.
He could fly a helicopter.
He doesn't
He
look
can
like
fly a helicopter.
I guess it would make more sense if they said, they didn't explain that he's been
How
gone
does he-
for a week, just fucking raging in Vegas and partying with all his FBI homies.
He didn't even come
And
home.
this is his first time coming in, a week later.
Oh yeah, that's why he has the.
That's why he's all fucking. He looks all.
He has a 5 o'clock shadow, dude. The guy.
His eyes loose.
Yeah.
He looks like he just came from the strip club.
Now he's rolled up his sleeves. He's ready to put
And
in
he
work
can't
at
even
home.
control his daughter.
Well, that part, he's not. I just don't know why he's even trying. He's not
You can't
gonna do
control
it.
a teenage girl.
Can't do it. You might be able to kick Castor
Look at her.
300 feet in the air.
Yeah.
You gotta get your daughter.
She
to do
look at her
something
makeup.
You want her to do.
Yeah. That's the whole. That's the real. If you learn anything in this movie, you learn that.
She's gonna live her own life.
She's gonna live her.
You can't just face touch people.
Okay, the face touching thing. Can we talk about that?
Yeah,
it's called
that
face
was,
off, but they could call it face touch. Something very. It's intimate, but it's very off-putting.
There's a lot of
like the
things
peach
where
comment.
It makes me think they had a different. They had a bunch of working titles while they were shooting it.
They're like face touch.
So this was baby face touch.
Yeah. But what is it? Is it like a blind thing?
I've always
You guys
wanted to
know
start
like
a slow clap.
American Sign
They don't
Language?
really. They don't even talk about the kid, the boy, that much to where you know anything about him. So he could easily have been blind.
For all our deaf listeners, there's
You
a
definitely did see
boy
that
that
bullet
gets his
coming.
face touched. I'm sorry? You didn't see that coming.
So I don't know if he was blind, but he did.
Face blind. The first one was called face blind, and they were all face blind. They couldn't tell each other from each other anyway. They didn't have to do this elaborate thing. This is all makeup, actually. Nicolas Cage is playing John Travolta the entire time. That's the real secret of this movie. Winters. Oh, R.I.P. Winters. Just for you. From the CIA, we send bottles of wine to FBI agents all the time.
Dude,
That was a bottle of wine.
Yeah, one bottle of wine. He took down Osama bin Laden, one bottle of wine. The Dodgers just, by the way, today's timestamp, Dodgers just won. They had a bunch of buckets of beer and champagne to celebrate that they got.
No, don't get me started on
Oh,
that, please.
my
Because
God.
I was looking at it on ESPN, and they didn't even show any of that. We went straight to Monday Night Football.
Oh.
Missed out on the whole celebration.
good Monday night game.
I was about to talk shit on.
Patrick Mahomes looks good. Kid looks good.
He looks like Brett Favre, they were saying on the internet.
Brett Favre couldn't do any of that shit.
Did they say like his face? I don't know who this guy is. I just read it on the internet.
It's been a while. Brett Favre was really good, actually. But no, he's, it's like what he's super mulattoes.
Someone? Oh.
Is that
Octoroon? No. Afternoon, my Octoroon. But someone said, everyone needs to get off this guy. Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes.
They're calling him Showtime.
Yeah.
He was playing nice. Switched to the left on a crucial play. Switched hands.
Yeah.
You don't see that in football.
Yeah.
You switch the hand to the left and throw it. I mean, it was an ugly throw, but it was like the only throw to make to get crucial shit going.
Sportsmanship.
Shody was, keeps his head up.
Yeah. Sees the game.
Sees the game well.
You guys saw the game?
Kid sees it well.
Big shout out to Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, so
You are today's MVP.
Okay, so besides sports, the movie's happening. I'm sorry, it's like having people watch the movie with you. John Travolta's here. Something's happening. This guy, Monopoly Man's in the building. Have you passed go yet? Oh, he's had an extremely long day. Did he go back to work?
Because you don't really see anything else about Sean Archer except this.
Yeah.
You got to think in his regular day, he's just always set to go off. He's probably killed a bunch of civilians.
Yeah.
Just in like fits of rage.
Well, he
walks in the room. They're taking shots.
He's still not happy.
Nuts. Yeah, he hates joy.
He's pacing. He put his enemy in a coma. He's pacing.
This is my favorite part of the movie, because the first thing was, hey, maybe we should try asking him some more questions, and they're like, no, that won't work. And then the first idea is, after that, there's one thing. He's like, nah, that won't work. Brushes it off. She says, now there's one other thing.
Yeah.
The one other thing is taking your face and switching your face with a guy. And he completely dismisses just trying to do more investigating.
Yeah.
Jumps right into this.
Yeah. This is what we call high concept.
Right into.
Yeah, it's high concept, people. This was big in the 90s, apparently. I read this online. They said this. It's high concept because it's something that could never happen, but that's the central premise of it. It's easy to sell in a sentence. Please do not fact check us on any of this.
He doesn't even try to interrogate him one bit.
She just told him about this program, and now he's meeting the doctor. He's going to do it right now.
Yeah, in the day of. He walks out of that room.
Outpatient procedure.
Doesn't tell his family?
No. You can't tell your family in a situation like this. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go be in someone else's skin.
No, he doesn't even tell his family, like, oh, hey, I'm going to Orlando for a couple of days on some mission. I don't know.
No, they told the FBI agents he was going on a training mission.
Oh.
Training op. Because he just put his, central enemy, biggest terrorist in the world, ostensibly, Osama bin Laden of the day, 1997. And then they're like, oh, yeah, it makes sense. He's going on a training op. He's probably not.
It's more like Joker. There's like a lot of Batman and Joker.
Oh.
Fucking vibes in this movie.
Yeah, totally.
I think we're not catching a lot of things, like how high tech this is, but they just got their information off a floppy disk.
Oh, yeah, they definitely
I'm like, what's going on here?
They couldn't, conceive of some universe where people wouldn't use a floppy disk. I mean, you're still going to need to put data in your computer. Oh, lasers. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second. That's how they take away that line around your face easily. Oh. Oh, okay. If they're just going to do this, just do it. Okay, Freaky Friday did this in 5 seconds, right? They're spending the reason that this movie is 140 minutes.
They kind of pushed right through this part, actually.
Yeah. I mean,
it doesn't really take long for them to switch faces.
Yeah.
Did they give this lady here Jay Leno's chin?
They give it to her?
Classic. That's a classic Leno. If Leno were to make a joke about someone else, that's the Leno style.
Did she go under the laser? Like, let me get
Look at that.
Jay Leno's chin.
Damn. Gina Gershon. 97 Gina Gershon. Let's just take a moment.
To objectify her, piece of shit.
Oh, I mean, let's to what? Listen. Yes, that's what I was saying.
How about that?
This moment
You
with
say
John
that.
Travolta.
But yes, she was very attractive. She's fucking foxy.
Who said that?
She was real foxy.
I was just saying she was at the
Gina
peak of her
Gershon.
career.
Foxy,
One of my favorite
foxy
actresses.
lady.
Big shout out to Gina Gershon.
She's great in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
But in this, what was that movie she was with? Was she Bound? Was it with her and Jennifer Tilly? Is that her name?
Jennifer Tilly. I never saw that movie.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, so there was a movie called Bound. Everyone.
But it was like big because it was like lesbians. It was huge in the 90s. Like, yo, they got lesbians.
Oh, they were lesbians.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to lesbians. Quick shout out. So I just saw Monster for the first time.
With the Charlize Theron.
First time. I think it's from 2003.
That was a classic.
Only
Oscar.
6 years after this.
If you're
Classic line. Sorry.
Oh.
How's your dead son? Is this police brutality?
It was the 90s. That shit was like, as long as it wasn't on camera, and there was no cameras nowhere. It's not like today. And it's still, police brutality is just kind of like a myth. It's real as shit, but it's just like, I can't ever prove it. Doesn't matter.
He put a gun in his eye. I feel like you can't prove that, I guess.
People, what has, like, I mean,
So
there's been like settlements and shit, I guess, but other than that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They had what's his name?
There's no recourse.
Anyway, back to the movie.
That's a police. It's more a police thing. You guys have your own opinions
And
about police.
that sounded really Kanye when I said that police brutality is a myth. That's not what I said. I guess it's not a real thing. It's just like there's not going to be anything done about it. And John Archer's going to get away. He's trying to save L.A. from getting blown up.
Oh yeah, that's part of it. There's a bomb.
You gonna edit a lot of this out?
No. Oh, to
Sure.
take it out straight up? Yeah. Like just duck it here, but it would still continue to be like the full length. So it'll be like a little bit less. But not that much less. Like I'm going to leave this part in for sure.
Still not sure what this is.
This is episode 1 of an unnamed show.
This is gonna bring me down.
He's so sad. Y'all.
You gotta be careful what you say these days. You know what I mean? I said some weird shit just now.
Yonatan Ze'Don.
This guy has like
sad.
a face touching fetish or something.
What's up?
He's always just rubbing her face.
Yeah, that's another part of it. They really value the faces in this.
Face touch could have easily been the name of this movie.
Genuine kiss.
Is there any way to turn up the actual movie a little bit? 'Cause I'm kinda,
yeah, absolutely.
not hearing what they're saying.
Wow.
That's key to this experience. Audio to all our deaf listeners out there. Okay. Is this too much?
It's gonna be weird. Maybe just a little bit less because it's gonna be now loud as opposed to. We don't know what this. We have no idea.
We have no idea. So right now she's behind him. She's like, "Ooh, this is a nice position when the." Oh man, that's what love's all about. Dude, their marriage is like spoken in Hallmark cards.
I mean, they're not.
There we go again.
It's got to be a blind.
Oh my God.
Was the son blind? Is that
They
part of it?
never say, but I think they imply it. I guess with that.
That's what it's about. It says, what does it mean? It's like, what's up?
But they don't. It could just be something they all do. Like a.
All I know is when I meet people from now on, I'm not shaking their hand. I'm just going to put my hand right across their face.
Just graze it, like a slight.
It's a sign of respect.
Slight graze across the face.
Oh my god.
I'm fine.
Let's just sit here and touch each other's face.
Well, this is potentially the last time they're going to touch faces.
I prefer to say we had sex, not touch each other's face.
No,
Well,
they have marital.
Yeah, they're not having much sex in this movie.
Nicolas Cage later, spoiler alert, I think they kind of get into this. Or are they talking about here? They just haven't banged in some months.
I mean, they imply it a lot.
Not a good relationship. Not healthy.
He doesn't have a good relationship with a single human being.
That's because this is all about revenge. But then he's the winner. He's like, because he works for the cops, and the other guy's like a terrorist. He's also kind of, he like is good though.
He's good in a bad way.
He's like Batman with a family, but instead of his parents dying, it's his kid dying.
Batman with a family. Oh,
That's what he is.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's clean.
Can't be happy. He's tortured.
He's tortured. He has to.
The job never stops.
Puts it on other people.
No one kicks someone that hard.
Oh, this has been
800 feet unless they got some Batman in it.
This doctor guy, he's very confident. This is like hubris, right?
Well, he's clearly European,
With the glasses, tell the tale.
so he's smart. You know what I mean? That's what they're implying. Yo, this is he? Or is he just a regular guy? I can't even tell. That shirt didn't have it. I
Quote
couldn't tell.
unquote regular to all our European listeners out there.
Yeah, you're not. You Europeans. You ain't regular, dog.
We're in with the Europeans.
I got a question.
We're Eurocentric.
Do I just assume that this guy's on salary? Because once he does that face change, he's on the clock 24/7.
He has to change the faces back.
He's probably on. He's probably salary. He's a doctor, baby.
I want to know how pay was set up.
He probably gets a little bonus every time he takes a face. But they got him on, you know.
Is that lady's face even her face?
You can't tell anybody's face. This guy does it so fast, so quick.
This is like the Mission Impossible.
Here,
conundrum.
freehand. See that? Freehand.
Yeah.
Well, there's still a human touch. You need that human. Ooh. It's possible. The only man in the world. Well, they never say that. Size 9. He's a size 9. Face. Okay, so they're putting the size 9 S Archer. So think about, to our listeners out there who love to think about stuff and be philosophical, what do the names of these people mean? There's a lot of meaning in there. Sean Archer. Oh, the face. They showed the face.
Oh, wow.
What's his name from The Wire? I just want to call him that name.
He's Bunny in The Wire.
Bunny. He has a nice home life on that show. I wonder if he has the same kind of home life. It makes me sad to think if Bunny is leaving his wife behind. Oh, it's like a contact lens.
It kind of looks like Steve Carell
It's like Steve.
when it's floating in the thing.
Okay, perfect timing for a haircut.
If they ever did remake this movie,
The laser can't make the haircut?
if they got Steve Carell to be John Archer,
Okay, and who's
and
the...
who would be a good Castor Troy?
Oh. Who's playing Spider-Man these days?
That kid. That
No,
one,
you
like
get Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum and Steve
They,
Carell.
they,
Switch
like, they have the
faces.
technology.
Yeah.
They can swap Nicolas Cage and John Travolta's bodies. These people are just looking on. They're like, oh yeah, the face is the only part we need to change.
No, the face is like the only part they scan the rest of the body. It just switches. They don't ever really explain it, but here it is.
They don't do that with the face. They're like, nailed it. Next thing. Oh. They're totally different blood types. The face transplant. Okay, so recently this woman in the United States, 21-year-old woman, got her face off. She got a new face, and it took years of surgery. That's where we're at today. And it's not, they don't have the body laser either. So we're still waiting for that. To all our scientific listeners out there, if you have an idea, call us. Happy to get your face transplant ideas out there. Nicolas Cage is acting.
Nicolas Cage has to act his ass off in this movie.
I also like System of a Down, which is a wrong opinion, so I know that there are wrong opinions. He has an Oscar, right?
It's Nicolas Cage, yeah. He might have two.
Leaving Las Vegas?
But he definitely has one for Leaving Las Vegas.
Are you okay?
He's fine.
Don't touch me.
He's Sean Archer.
He doesn't want to talk to anybody. He's Sean Archer.
I don't like it. This is the man. He's a bad man. He killed his son. Well, I've never had a kid, so I don't know his skills. You're gonna get the
Nicolas Cage starts at a fucking 10 as Sean Archer.
Yeah. Is this still Act 1 to our screenwriting listeners out there?
I think this is the beginning of Act 2.
Act 2. He's in the new face. Once you get the new face, you're into Act 2. So
the unraveling of his face, I would say, is Act 2.
it's the beginning, unraveling of Act 2.
Yeah.
That's symbolic for all our illiterate.
Illiterate. If you're illiterate,
out there, if you're illiterate out there, you like symbolism.
not good reading.
The names.
I've implanted a micro chip on your larynx. It's fantastic. You'll have to be careful.
Okay.
Pressure, sharp blow, even a
What's this device?
Just repeat what you did.
I can eat a peach for hours.
Oh my God, they love that line.
I could eat a peach for hours. There's a scratchy tickle.
This is dope technology. I mean, people would do this all the time. They do it online.
Yeah, to be able to change your voice. People would be like T-Pain and shit. Or
Once again.
I'd be like,
I could eat a peach for hours.
They have those Japanese like artists. They're like full artists. It's just an AI. But it's not AI. It's like controlled, but they have like a voice.
yeah, there's a bunch of like AI Twitter now and like AI, all this other stuff.
To all our AI listeners out there, thank you for the bots.
Go to hell.
And thanks for the listens as well. But go to hell, absolutely. And it'll be fun when you're ruling the
You might want to turn this part down because I think it's gonna get all action packed.
Okay, this is a good part.
You come out of full-fledged face surgery, and it's like, hurry up, we don't got a lot of time.
Well, they got 6 days. They had 9 days. Oh. That's definitely like an ad-lib Nicolas Cage thing. Maybe it's a stage direction, but he's definitely finding that wall.
He just goes through really crazy mood swings as Sean Archer.
Yeah.
Already, without
unstable.
He's very unstable. The whole movie's unstable.
Big shout out to Margaret Cho line right there. She has like 2 or 3 in the movie.
Margaret Cho does look like a
4 or 5,
serious. She's doing a good job.
Yeah, serious role for sure. I'm surprised like she's in this movie and she hasn't done other stuff like this. She's pretty badass. She doesn't get like a lot of action. She does that one part with the airplane. Oh, here we go. Look at that chest. Great undershot. Let's do that with John Travolta's body as well, because they swap the bodies. Just keep this body on both of them, right? Perfect.
Yeah,
there.
if I was Sean Archer, I'd definitely say, hey, when we're while you're at it, could you fix my body? Just make it nice, since you can just do this, I guess.
This is what Scientology can do for you people.
Scientology people do look great.
They look great. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith.
You age like fine wine.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, he's 75 years old.
He's 83, making.
Still saving the world. He's 5'2".
He does his own stunts. 5 foot flat.
5'2"
And eyes
in
of
shoes. 5'2" in shoes. I don't know. Is his mic gonna pick up all these?
Oh, that's picking it up.
Is that good for the?
Very good.
I
People are
don't think
loving
this
it.
is not gonna be.
Big shout out to our ASMR listeners who are just listening for the plosive sounds. So we're also doing an ASMR face-off. That would be a good show. Good idea for anyone out there who wants to make a podcast. It's fun. Okay, we got magnetic shoes. Control center.
And the
This
worst cameras in the world.
Yeah. Great security. They all hang out in one spot.
I mean, if all the inmates got magnetic shoes, I'm like, this is gonna be a chill job.
Yeah, it seems pretty chill.
Oh,
So they never change the shoes, and like it just gets stinky in there, itchy, gross.
It just doesn't seem effective to make them so slow.
So they put all these are like all the worst criminals in the world. They put them all in one place, and they're all like in like group. This is called GP. Other kind of GP, Gen Pop. They don't call it GP. Sorry, I don't really know a lot about prison or prison lingo. I'm getting into it as a hobby. I love that. So.
You love getting into prison lingo as a hobby?
Yeah.
You got a lot of time on your hands, one man.
I like leisure activities, and that's one of them. Watching it on my phone, in my bed. That's what life is all about. Watching it on your tiny toilet computer. Prison, how to make prison food outside of prison. How you can do it. It's fun. It's a great...
As long as you're in a safe environment.
If you're in a safe environment, do not go to prison.
I think me and you got different ideas of prison.
It seems fine. It seems horrible.
There's not one part of it
manageable.
that seems all right.
It seems manageable.
For me, I don't know.
Is this hubris?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, it is. It's not manageable. It's hell.
I'm not
But
judging.
with Big Herc's help, he has a lot of great videos out there. If you think you're ever going to go to prison,
Don't knock it till you try it.
don't knock it till
You
try
just
it.
might
I
like
guess-
prison.
I
You might thrive.
Some people like it out there. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Okay, they got magnetic shoes. Tom Jane, early performance, The Punisher. He's rabid like an animal. I like that. It's Pollux. Something wrong with that boy. Troy. So the Troy, like Trojan. You guys know. Castor and Pollux.
Castor and Pollux Troy.
That's Gemini.
Is it?
To all my Gemini listeners, the twins, you got twin personalities expressed here.
In Castor and
This
Pollux?
is a very literate movie.
What does that mean?
I mean,
Castor and Pollux.
Those
Is
are
it-
the names of the Gemini. The
Ah.
two twins, those are their names. One's like a
Never knew that.
demigod, and one's like just a regular chill guy. And then, yeah,
It's kind of like Hulk Hogan when he came up after getting beat up.
yeah, totally. He's a face. Wait, is Hogan's a face?
Hulk Hogan?
Also trying to get into wrestling lingo.
He's definitely done the heel switch. Classic heel switch.
Yeah.
Then he said nigger.
Ooh. It's a word I can't say.
He said it on, and he got paid.
He said a
100
lot of times.
He, did, he, pa-
owned
got, he
Gawker.
got paid $100 million for that, or like $50 million.
You can't expose someone's racism. It's a very private part of their life.
You get cashed out. If I was a white dude, I'd be like, I'm mad racist.
Yeah.
Check this out, and then I get cashed out to be forced out of my job or so whatever they do.
Yeah. Or molest somebody like Les Moonves.
Donald Sterling got $2 billion.
That's like they make the world that way, and then they put all these people in Gen Pop in a private prison that he said the Geneva Conventions don't know about, which is weird. It's an agreement, but the Geneva Conventions don't apply here. He said, excuse me, to the screenwriters, to the mics. I don't know their last names, but you guys can look that up. Why didn't they do this before? Oh, he explains it.
Those are some pretty sturdy eating trays.
How is he? Yeah. He enjoys it. This is the Drew Carey's brother on the Drew Carey Show.
Who's Drew Carey's brother? Oh,
And
this guy.
the
yeah.
husband, the like doting husband in Fargo.
No, he's a good character actor. He kills. He's always like a. Something's always missing with the little.
He's a nice evil guy too.
Yeah, good evil guy. That's what I mean. Like he's always like
What's up?
something's up in there.
Yeah, when he's
Something's
the
going on.
husband, I feel like he's gonna do something.
He's definitely gonna try to kill someone.
He's making the stamps, but he gets the stamp. What if he doesn't get that stamp? Okay, it's a different movie. All right, so this is like the worst terrorist of all time. He's just like loose in a face hospital, no security. Stevie's off the job.
Castor Troy wakes up in a perfect sit-up.
He's fine. He's fine except for the face. I feel like you give him a temporary face, right?
No, I just don't know why you
What's
keep him
easier
alive.
to manage, a face or like bandaging you have to change like every 10 seconds? They can just make you a face with a laser. There's even like a face with no eyes. That would be tight. Like in the Matrix when like the whole face is the flesh. Sorry, it's revisionist.
Once again, why do they have all this energy out of surgery?
They're fresh, you know. The body is adrenaline is pumping, and they live off revenge.
They live off adrenaline.
They do. Sean Archer hasn't slept in 6 years since his son died. Castor Troy is constantly trying to just do terrorism for hire. He like the money. He enjoys, straight up enjoys the fun of it.
Yeah, he starts to get, even after a while, he starts to get a little kick of having no face.
Yeah, he's fun. He's like he would be fun to travel with.
Yeah, see, it's cool. He just gets through it.
Yeah, he can roll with punches. He's laughing.
This is the Joker stuff I'm saying. He's basically the Joker.
That attitude is great. To all my meditators out there, it's not about doing the evil stuff, but just to have that kind of light quality where you don't
You can't let
be outcome oriented.
any obstacle stop you from your goals.
Yeah. I love this actor. Never see him. He doesn't have any lines in this movie. He's in one other total movie. Don't fact check it. They got him through what means? I guess they're like an international crime syndicate. They would be able to get that kind of information. Oh, he called them from there. Okay, they got the doctor from this.
No, he's got all his information. It didn't take him long to figure out who to call, where they live.
Are cooking your groovy painkillers. You know, this is fabulous work. This is bravo.
Nick Cage might have made a good Joker.
Oh, they're gonna make DC Universe is gonna make another Joker movie. They're making like 2 Joker movies at once. Throw another one in there. Nick Cage. Bring his career out of whatever the hell he's doing right now.
Apparently, he made some movie that is gonna bring him back.
Really? That'd be
Yeah.
great. Oh, I'm so happy to have my face. Great transition there, face to face.
I feel like
His
John
face
Travolta hasn't been a part of this movie for like 30 minutes, and
Dude, every time there's gonna be a John Travolta scene, they switch faces, and then it's a Nicolas Cage.
yep. I always try to get. Nicolas Cage does a lot of acting in this
Yeah.
movie, ladies and gentlemen.
It's The Rock meets Freaky Friday. Well, there's not enough prison time.
You know what? I never thought about that though. You're right.
Yeah. It's Freaky Friday meets Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah. I like that.
it's definitely.
Jamie Lee
freaky.
Curtis, Lindsay Lohan. Great version. Y'all seen that movie?
I've heard of it.
Probably have seen it. I don't really remember too much of it. It was like it was made like fucking 25 years ago. I don't know how long ago it was. But there's been a lot of my life. You know what I mean? I can't recall.
Because of blacking out.
No, she had an accent. She was like English too. That was good for her. Good work.
So, okay, sorry. In this right here, why is he care that he has... Why would you think, like, oh, yeah, this guy's had a face surgery? In which case, you know about the face surgery and you're a bajillionaire criminal, get the face surgery.
It is really weird that he's skeptical of the fact that it's him when it's clearly him.
And then he's like, what's one thing that Sean Archer, who's just a cop
Wouldn't.
and has no interaction with us on a personal level, what would he know? I know. You take 50 milligrams. Okay, here. This is key.
Rub my nose in it when I was you.
Here we go.
$10 million design, and now does militia not jobs get to keep their cash?
Okay. Allies. Unseen allies. Did they go after that militia syndicate? Okay, wait. Here we go.
It's a work of art. It belongs in the Louvre.
And some pounds?
This is the MacGuffin. Or whatever. They get it. Gets the information.
Nicolas Cage has to act like Castor Troy. Sean Archer is doing a Castor Troy. Nicolas Cage has to guess how John Travolta would play him playing him.
That's called face off.
He's doing a lot of acting right now, ladies and gentlemen. Nicolas Cage is doing a ton of acting.
Yeah, he really... It's some heavy lifting.
Oh, he's finally behind bars. Shit. When
You
you're
get a lot of
Osama bin Laden, go bring him right to the chow hall.
You got a visitor.
And it's kind of weird that he seemed to genuinely be happy about
thinks he's
having
dead now.
his visitor.
He has the information. He thinks he's being instructed. Got him. Magnetic field, buddy.
That was like the little bit of just the only joy you ever see in Sean Archer is when he's like, "It's finally done."
Got the hairline right. It's hard to believe that these guys. It's actually Nicolas Cage and makeup. They got the eyes right. Change the eyes. Change the body. Okay. He's figuring it out. My cat's in the building. Slow mode that? It's such a John Woo thing.
John Woo loves the theatrics.
It's the theatrics of slow mo. Racist.
What was racist about that? You're saying you're implying
The affectation of the black vernacular and the black voice. You're gonna pretend.
That's how John Travolta thought Nicolas Cage as
Because he's like, oh, you're other, so let me pick any other. I'm gonna affect that.
He wanted to do himself.
He's gonna do an Irish accent next.
He definitely
Got him. Act 2.
well,
Get rid of.
he's probably racist.
Speaking of racist, let's get rid of
all
every
racist.
black character in Act 2. It's cool. Tie them up together. Take care of it.
Cash Troy is definitely racist.
Castor Troy is racist. Well, he deals with like the racist. All that world is racist. You know.
John Archer, definitely racist.
Definitely. He's like an FBI dad. I can't think of a more racist combination.
Yeah.
Looks like you're gonna be in here for the next 100 years.
Okay. Solid.
That's what I feel
Is
like
this
right
good?
now.
It's good, right?
What?
Like their acting is good.
They
Okay, the lines are insane. Oh, he's gonna throw up in his mouth.
I mean, they're hamming it the fuck up.
Okay, it's too much. He likes licking stuff. It's oral thing. It's very sexual.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of fucking move is that? You're in the FBI, you just grab someone, hands on the neck.
How do you feel when you're choking yourself?
That's the whole point of this movie, is like set up situations like that. Make you ask those deep questions.
Would you be able to kill yourself?
Well, John Archer would definitely do it. He
Consider
hates
that.
himself.
Yeah, he hates himself. He
When
wants.
he's got his hands around his neck, he's thinking of his dead kid, how he couldn't save him. He's like, you didn't save him. You son of a bitch.
That's what the bullet means. And the wife likes it too. She's like, you're no good. You couldn't save our kid. So that kid's name was Mikey. Which was also the name of the two screenwriters. They see themselves as there's a lot of Christ motifs in this movie. They see themselves as the ultimate sacrifice. The boy drives the entire story. He's the puppy from John Wick.
I mean, sacrifice usually drives every action movie.
Well, I've only seen John Wick and this movie.
You like John Woo, you like John Wick.
It's a good like John Woo thing, you know?
Mm.
Oh yeah, I like that alien hairstyle.
Every house in this block looks the same. Then it's probably you.
Oh, she's so happy. Can she keep this guy?
She does
She
get an
deserves it.
awakening.
She deserves it. Not
It's like Pleasant. She's from Pleasantville. That's what she's from. And it's like Pleasantville. It's just like
they
Pleasantville.
dress it up like that too.
She's just kind of all tied up in there.
Very nice house. She's very tight. She just stays inside all the time.
Mhm.
Just getting tighter and tighter. She's doing ab exercises the entire time. She has a 9-pack. The 9th one is her engorged clit, which hasn't seen any action in
Lord,
like 9 months, right? What would they say? It's been a while.
it's been a while.
And I'm sure that last time wasn't any good because they stopped for 9 months.
You say engorged clit?
Did you not say engorged clit?
I didn't. It's wild. That's what I think about that.
You can tell. That's how she's putting. That's part of the acting. You know, it's part of her character. You can tell. Okay. They have a lot of pictures. A lot of pictures in this movie. It's all about faces, though, and that's what you show in pictures.
Faces is a running theme in this movie, yeah.
Yeah, it's a theme or a motif.
motif, some running gag.
Running gag for my comedy fans out there.
It's the running gag.
It's kind of a comedy. There's some good jokes in there. Here we go. 2 months. And that's when? Okay, it's only 2 months, people.
Yeah,
2 months is a lot, but
it's a lot
not
longer.
that much.
They imply like it's been years.
Yeah. Well, he's a red-blooded American male as well. It's like
Castor Troy is also
no. Why do they keep objectifying these young women with the camera and all this shit? But it's his gaze. But it's like, why is it about that?
Because there's it's the 90s. People
God, I hope this actress is of
are
age.
disgusting. And this dude is
I need to look this up.
it sets up Castor Troy as a child molester. Also,
He is a molester. He's the worst kind of guy, I guess. That's what they're saying. Let's listen to the dialogue here. This is so gross.
So what's left this here?
I won't tell Mom if you don't.
When did you start
All right, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette too.
You'll be seeing a lot of changes around here. Papa's got a brand new bag.
What does it mean? What does he mean by that? She loves it as well.
it's from the song.
I know it's from the song. But what does he mean by he's stuck and he's like, my daughter. This is the same premise as Gladiator. I guess these themes run through these tales, like, you know, and human life as well, that it depicts. Although this is not close to human. Yeah, what's going on with the hand? It's the hand. Something wrong with that boy. I saw a bumper sticker in Texas that said, "That boy ain't right." It was about Trump.
I forgot where he came out in. What did he come out in?
This guy?
Yeah, that guy right there.
That guy? He's
Yeah.
the police guard. He's the.
If the police guy seems to be pretty happy that
They're all police. Everyone's a policeman.
but he's pretty happy that what's the kid's name? What's the other Gemini? Is Castor and what? Pollux?
Oh yeah, Pollux. He's like, yeah, I'm releasing this hardened.
Pollux is getting out.
Second worst criminal of all time.
He's like a not Sam Rockwell.
Oh man, I could go for some Sam Rockwell right now. Moon. Put that on simulcast.
Pause.
My moon watchers out there.
Yeah. But what kind of mustard he likes on his tongue sandwiches?
Such a degenerate. He likes his tongue. Just like his brother. That's the thing about them. Monopoly guy.
When all else fails, fresh tactics.
Let me tell you my fresh tactic. From now on, everything you do with this case goes through me. Understood? Good.
Gotta get back to Park Avenue. Park Place. What's it called? I'm sorry, I messed that up. To all my
This
listeners.
is a Monopoly joke.
It's a Monopoly joke, guys.
Okay, how about this one?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I know they switch faces. How does he know where to go every day? How do you know it was time to go home? Who gave him a schedule? How does he know where they're holding people at? Yeah, it's like.
Where's my daily schedule?
Yeah.
And then just tell me,
My car was parked where again?
what's my home address?
Yeah. It's like, how is he getting to these places?
He like wears the weirdest shirt out of the wardrobe, and they're like, "Where'd you find it?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it was in the back of the closet." Take the $10 million. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Thank you. Next question.
$1 for every dead person in Southern California? It's not a good deal, even for like a militia they describe.
Those 90s, $10 million bucks.
$1 we went a long way, huh? Arch Deluxe, you could get a fucking Arch Deluxe, and with a Monopoly. I'm good. LA Convention Center, that's where you grab that teen girl's butt. Oh, it's so disgusting. I won't be able to have sex for a week. It's been too much. I put it in my diary. Oh my gosh, we're literally letting the clock run down here, guys.
He said I'll put it in my diary. I prefer to say journal.
No, he's definitely got a diary.
Put it.
Evacuate your team, Captain.
Come on, this minute.
Leave.
You let it. You had 9,600 hours.
Well, they just found out about it.
He knew about it the whole time.
Yeah, he tells them at the end. He wants to do it. He loves the
Dramatics.
yeah, he's a flair for the moment. He likes it. Likes to savor it.
I want Steve Carell. now. I can't unsee it.
That would be hilarious, though.
Steve Carell, get Jim Carrey in there. Fuck it.
Flame buttons. I would put. It probably costs like $30 more for the flame skin, but I would do it for the flame for your bomb.
They kind of do it in what was that movie? Bruce Almighty. Kind of do a little face off. Now when he controls his mouth.
Steve Carell.
So you get Jim Carrey, Steve Carell,
Ooh, I would
face
watch
off
that.
too.
Oh
Wow, Jim Carrey.
Funny.
Plays
Don't
it
think it's
really
funny?
dark.
Yeah, it's all fucking.
That's perfect.
Get Jerry Bruckheimer to
Yeah.
direct it, so it's all shiny.
Yeah, real shiny. Where the lightning hits the tree, like they said.
That's the best line right there in the whole movie.
Interceptions.
Now our side's got the ball. Sorry. John Travolta's not as good at overacting as Nick Cage. Nick Cage makes it seem very.
Okay, here comes Margaret Cho, line number 3, I think. Maybe 4. Those are supposed to be my claps. Me. It's not all about you, you know. The job still got done. It's fine. Live it out. Take it. If you're such a martyr, if you're Christ, so much sacrifice. My face. Arguably more attractive, or my mom would say no. She loves John Travolta. But although she's been revolted, she's more of a
John Travolta.
Revolta.
For enduring all these years, I was an insufferable bore.
Oh, here we go. Margaret.
Sir, did you just have a surgical procedure?
What do you mean?
Follow
Beat.
up.
Well, was the stick successfully removed from your ass?
Oh, I want to see the script to
Wow.
screen for this shit.
Sir,
Only Margaret Cho lines.
That was definitely the audition.
Oh, and your wife on line 2.
President on line 1, your wife on line 2, and your secretary's ass in your right hand.
It doesn't take much for
Secretary.
Castor Troy to orgasm.
Yeah, he's coming all the time. He's coming.
He just comes.
He's coming.
He
in
touches
the
a
gym.
butt and just comes.
He loves butts. This is another deviant behavior for the 90s. You had to be a boob man in the 90s. Every single person was a boob man. If you
I think,
weren't,
yeah, that's they're trying to set up being a bad guy.
it's a black thing. That's why they
No.
killed off all the black characters.
I love big butts and I cannot lie.
Is that 90s?
90s, right?
Well, this is 90s white people.
90s white people.
Black people, big butts have been.
They were relegated to UPN. They couldn't
We
make
were
a
way
movie.
ahead of the curve, like in big butts. You know what I mean? It took white people a little bit of time to figure that.
Oh, butts.
Well, maybe back in the day when they were painting them, they liked them a little bigger. You know what I mean?
Bigger.
A little thicker,
Thicker.
which it wasn't bad.
They
It's
got
not bad.
Yeah.
He said, the next name on my calling list is Lazaro. And I'm telling
He talked to the president today.
that Sean Archer writes his own ticket. Okay?
It goes right into House of Cards mode.
What's the matter?
Yeah, he wants to live the life.
I don't know, Sean. You just seem so different. I mean, what is...
He's trying to turn her out with 2 lobsters, some asparagus. It's romantic. 100,000 candles.
I mean, say what you want about Castor Troy, but he's a romantic.
Yeah. Feet. Oh, my feet.
He notices the details of a woman.
He read the book. Did you see Phenomenon? He reads that book that tells you all the details you need to know about loving a woman.
You shouldn't get that in a book. You know what book you need to read?
If you get okay,
You got to read The Woman.
the woman. Is it by a woman?
Talk to her. Listen to her.
She's like a book. Open the book.
She's the book to read.
She's not just a cover, guys.
There's no formula to her. You know what I mean?
Just turn the page.
You gotta be reading.
Oh yeah, go back and reread.
Nah.
Oh, you gotta stay reading.
Stay reading.
Stay reading. I thought you said reread. So just keep reading. Don't reread. For all my listeners out there. You're right. Absolutely right.
I actually don't know what I'm talking about.
No, it's good advice. Solid advice.
So did she cheat?
Yeah, she definitely smashed.
No, they smash, but is it cheating?
No, she didn't cheat.
Is it the same dick?
She was conned. He raped her.
He raped her for sure, 100%. This is the scene from fucking Revenge of the Nerds. It's mixed in here too.
Yeah, it's a little, yeah.
It's fucking Porky's.
It's not like forcible. I guess I don't know how that would work in a court of law with his face off.
The fuck out for sure. He knows all.
But she was definitely
fresh dick, all brand new dick.
He definitely misrepresented himself.
Absolutely. He put the Darth Vader mask on. It's a Revenge of the Nerds thing. Don't look at me like that, Stevie. With the look.
Okay, different face, same body. Do you get the same result?
Huh?
Did,
They're different blood types, which doesn't. I don't know. Doesn't really make sense for the face transplant, but we'll let that alone. Got him. Oh, he's very strong with his. You'll see it kind of play itself out in this scene. Great Nick Cage action scene.
Nick Cage has this ability to naturally overact.
Christ. Oh yeah, absolutely. He has to be cast for it. Cast or Troy. That's what they actually mean. It's not Gemini. It's like he was casted for this role. Got him. Got him.
You're bringing up The Wire. My guy right here, the big brute,
Yeah.
he's in The Wire as well.
Yeah. Nice.
It's he runs the Union.
Oh,
Season
yeah.
2.
Yeah. Good call. Wonder if the cast members went out. Oh yes.
So all you actors out there, you don't have to get the lead to be working. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 99% of SAG members have no money. Here we go. Oh yeah.
I didn't touch your
It's
wife.
not a good plan, but he just puts it together. He MacGyvers this shit.
I didn't touch your sister.
He doesn't really have much of a plan besides convincing the passed out guy that he needs to go berserk like the Wolverine.
Yeah, he's like activate Hulk. Yeah, they really have fun with like handicaps in this movie. It's a given. Out.
They're best friends now.
Wolverine, all body. That's all you need. He unlocked the swag. Somersaulting. Working for the money. Working for the money. Unloaded assault rifle in the corner on this guy. Nothing. What's the point? Do they train? Got him. Okay. Is that the only guy? I don't think it was the only
I feel like that scream is like a requirement in every 90s movie.
Oh yeah, I needed to sample that.
how are they outdoing all these trained officers?
With a sulfuric acid bottle that's just lying around, buddy. On fire, instant. Got him.
I mean, you can't run a prison without sulfuric acid.
As a police officer, he just killed a bunch of police officers, right? How do you negotiate that shit? Right?
John Archer, if you watch his behavior, you don't really know anything about him. He's
unstable.
very erratic.
He's erratic.
He's very violent.
He hates everyone. I think they forgot they were writing Sean Archer, and they're like, oh, it's Nicolas Cage. He's bad. Make him bad. Great dive. Go A's.
But yeah, they are killing a bunch of dudes who are just
Yeah.
kind of. It's weird that he
No.
gets morally.
He killed people.
He killed a lot of people.
And he's like,
and
no,
now he's got like, no.
I'm ethical. You are a monster. You're my Frankenstein. He creates a fucking Frankenstein monster basically in this movie.
By just saying,
In a
hey,
s-
I didn't sleep with your wife.
Yeah.
That's all you needed to hear.
Dude, I always tell that. I did neutralize the situation. I'll just be like, listen, I never slept with your wife. You try
Out.
that. Out. And then they're like, out. I never banged your daughter. It's pretty simple. That's what life's all about. This movie is just about like protecting manhood. Done. Got him. He didn't say no to that. It's like, oh, don't kill them so simply. It's too close range. Do something more fun.
Castor Troy definitely actually fucked his wife though.
Yeah.
That's what sucks about this guy, is he's gonna lose his life saving a guy who definitely smashed his wife.
And is a fucking cop.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks for fucking my wife. Thanks for showing my wife that stuff. It's like, you have no idea. He's showing my wife that stuff right now. Then she's gonna have me do that stuff later.
Castor Troy is like, he's gonna fuck your bitch.
Castor Troy can fuck my hashtag Castor Troy can fuck my bitch.com.
It's not even a can. He's just gonna do it.
He's just gonna do it.
He's gonna by any means.
Can in the dictionary sense of.
Take his whole face off to do it.
It's worth it. Fuck with someone else's dick. Is it the same dick?
And all this is forgiven
all
because
white
I was on duty.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
They don't really go into detail with the body stuff at all. So
Yeah.
it could be who knows? Maybe he had to ask the doctor for a little enhancement.
He's like, can I have a natural male enhancement? Do you have a Spanish fly? He's like, oh, I can do you one better. You want an extra inch? He's like, I ain't got the blood flow. Can you make it half an inch smaller so I can really pump that bad boy up? Okay. They just missed every shot from the helicopter? Alright, the line, shooting the line of piping armed with explosives. Hiding behind it. Oh. Finally, I feel like I would take my shoes off first because they make you wear those things all the time. Oh, his feet are so stinky right now. Some way other guy. It's like
It's definitely a different guy.
very different man. And John was like, no, slow motion. Let's zoom in on his face. All right, show him. Okay, he's probably dead. Don't have to worry about it. He's just the worst terrorist of all time.
No, you
He's
don't get it.
probably dead.
Yeah, he just jumped in the water and I was like, all right, let's
That
go.
kills people. Water,
No way to survive that.
you can't swim.
Have a nice day. What is with you? Is this your way of just not dealing with this morning?
Ooh, remember Act 1, people.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you mean when his kid died?
How's your dead son, lady?
I know it's
Some say hi to people now.
but it's hard for me too.
It'd be tough like 1 out of 200 times though.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend. How did you know about my sister? It would actually be bad, like probably 1 out of 20 times.
And it would be bad.
It would be bad. They'd never talk to you again. Our
No, I
beloved
would-
son.
If that's what you said to me as the first thing, and I had a dead son, I would kill you.
Big shout out to Bodek. Bodek Hernandez 5 years ago. I feel like he would say that. And he'd do it for like a week.
Bodek Fernandez, when's the last? You probably just haven't seen Bodek 5
No,
years.
I'm saying 5 years ago. No, 5 years ago.
He will easily say that wild shit right now.
Now?
Yeah.
He's still wild?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I see him every
He
once
says
in a
the
while.
wildest shit. It's Bodek's whole thing. He's a wild guy. And that is it. To people who don't know who Bodek is,
He's a great artist.
he's a good artist. He
He's a
says
great
wild
artist.
shit.
He corrected me.
No, he's a great artist. It's hard for me to even make like.
He celebrated.
He got killed trying to escape.
It's
Continue.
weird.
What else? Okay, Bodek Hernandez. He's
He's a really good artist, and he's such a weird dude as a friend. It's kind of weird to understand that this guy's he's a very good artist where he's gonna be like a renowned, people are gonna know him. He's gonna get like, that's gonna be what he is.
Yeah.
And he's wearing it well. He's got the mustache, he wears cool clothes.
weird guy.
No, he's a good dude. But
He
yeah,
said-
it's a
I,
little
thought, I
strange.
thought I had him on the record, but
I saw him today.
good dude.
I saw my guy today. I saw my boy
that says
there.
everything.
What?
That says everything.
That I saw him today?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hanging out.
Yeah.
We talked about a few different things. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm very confused about what to say because I don't think anybody
Oh, they'll be like, oh, Bodek, I want more of this. I want to know more about Bodek Hernandez. Okay, now he's starting the car. He just swam to shore. He's feeling good. With new face.
They already labeled him dead.
He's dead. He's a dead man.
He's dead.
What's liberty, man? Driving a Volvo.
Dr. Archer plays
It's a fucking
emergency.
horror movie.
Her husband.
It's very specific yet very general. May I please ask who's calling?
I know it sounds crazy.
Sean?
Eve, listen carefully.
He did that and it worked immediately, and he abandoned it,
It's Wile E. Coyote. He's like, it almost worked, but it didn't. Just do it, try it again with more.
which is exactly what happened in the beginning, where he interrogated a guy a little bit and got some good information, and was like, "I'm gonna go face off."
Yeah, it's the only way to get the information I need. He like publicly grabbed a teen ass at the LA Convention Center, one of the largest convention centers in North America. It hosts the goddamn auto show.
Are you talking about Archer? Or are you talking about Castor Troy?
I'm talking about Castor. You
I'm
know
talking
who he was. The face.
I want to go back to the convention center.
Well, yeah.
It's not the large. Didn't it get like cut in half or something?
It's not the largest. I'm just saying it's big. Okay. I'm getting
Is it
fact
is it?
checked over here. Please do not
Is
fact
it?
check.
I was like, huh.
The convention center is
Has a-
tiny now. It's been
God, they made it smaller. They're just gonna put Hot Wheels in it next year.
or large. I'm not sure.
Got him.
Don't fact check.
Thank God the cops are here.
Don't fact check,
Oh.
idiot.
He's like, oh, he would have known for sure.
Not many facts. Let's check.
But when you don't have any facts, it's safer. This guy, I actually like him. I never saw him in anything else. He's awful, but like I said, Alex, let's move it down.
They were still selling Hobson and drugs to Cheryl and Phil Ross.
Something I know as a police officer, and obviously not as a personal friend.
I like that cool 1980s earring he's wearing. It's only on the left side.
It's vintage.
Hooped.
Yeah.
He's like Party Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
Mr. Clean in his young
And he's
years.
extremely not gay. He has it, his left side only.
You remember they used to do that?
He's like, I want you to know, I'm not gay. It's not gay. It's not gay to wear jewelry on your ear. I got it on the left. It's not gay. It's what I'm worried about, but I just got an earring, but I'm very worried about it. Soul Patch. We're all just hanging out. We love crime. They are in the Joker's like lair.
Yeah, he's a Joker. But it's like a real Joker without all the trauma.
Does he bang these ladies?
Huh?
He's like, that's his life, is he just does drugs and bangs ladies?
Yeah. That's why he only gets his rocks off doing even crazier shit like dressing up like a priest.
He needs therapy.
He needs a lot of help.
Chiclets.
If he doesn't just grab the chiclets only, it's the only thing he grabs.
Just chill.
Earn his money.
He put some chiclets in his water for all you kids watching at home. That's just chiclets. It's not drugs.
You want to get out of the country?
He's mesmerizing.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna get Sean Archer. With your help.
Okay.
Do these drugs. He's like, I'm a cop. I'm an FBI. They train you on this shit, right? I saw like training day.
This is his life lesson he learns. Is that he needs to learn to loosen up and have some fun. Have a drink.
Do you think
Sit with the boys.
I would watch Face Off too, where he like has a better life. It's like a family comedy. He hasn't. I don't want to spoil it.
He bonds with. He learns that they're human beings. This is a pivotal part in the movie where you learn that the other people are human beings. He learns criminals are people too. He bonds with Gina Gershon. He bonds with this guy for a little bit, and it all really happens at this little party where they do a bunch of drugs.
Yeah.
Cash Troy, on the other hand, learns that people are families are people. He's
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Yeah. Feels maybe he even feels. I don't know.
He starts to get a little protective with the daughter.
Totally.
Even though,
Yeah, he does. It's property, but it's still it's like she's love. It's
He-
attention that she's not getting.
he learns they're human beings.
Yeah.
And Just like Sean Archer here
with his wife.
is figuring out. Oh, they're like, that's the Castro I know, Mr. Fuck. Nigga, fuck. Mr. Fuck my bitch.
Yeah, just to do it. That's classic Castor Troy, though. He would do that. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to change my skin like face to make this. I'm having fun. Let's do more drugs, friends. Fellow drugsmen.
They need surgery. I'd like to take his face off.
Oh, it's the title.
And if anyone's gonna deliver, it's gonna be Nick Cage
He's like, hey,
in full Joker mode.
Excuse me, I have to use
This is his.
wife leaving the room.
He's like doing like 13 different auditions for the Joker in
Yeah.
this movie.
yeah. He's like, which way do you want it? Oh, every way stacked on top of each other? You got it.
Yeah.
I want to take his face.
This is the beginning of the first Batman movie, even with the camera angles too. The what's his name? Not Danny Elfman. His like partner. What's his name? Director. It's like people say he's Johnny Depp's keeper. In that like
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, yeah, Batman. That's the name of the movie. They've it's been 5 minutes. They've been saying the movie. Just like the title.
No more drugs for that man.
Great example. For all you memers out there, it would be great if you just grab that, grab the with the subtitles on. You can use that for the internet. Talk to your friends. He just pointed the gun at himself, but
He's mentally unstable.
it's Sean Archer.
He's
the
always
drugs.
unstable. Sean Archer should not be fucking wasted. With all the demons in his head.
You think he's in AA?
He
He's
never
gone
touches
once.
a drink. All he needs is rage.
All he needs is his rage.
And revenge.
It's like the original proto Punisher before Tom Jane was ready, was prime. Thank God for Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage can naturally overact like no other.
It's like you want to see weird parts of my face you never thought existed. Check this out.
I thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I'm me.
Someone's got to slap some sense in him.
What I'm trying to tell you, brother, Pollux,
Yeah.
is once we get the full protection and resources of the government to help us get rid of our
My
rights,
brother,
right,
your name.
then we'll be set. Then maybe, just maybe, I'll get my frickin' face back.
Then I'll just have one jag off to take care of.
What's the point? Just take the. He should have just taken the 10 million. Oh my God, this guy's a for real rapist, right? I don't want to put anyone on blast.
Yeah, this is the protective side of
No, but
Castor
this
Troy.
guy, the actor that's pretending to rape
Oh,
his.
Danny Masterson.
Oh,
He, like-
he sure
I don't know if it's rape, but
falsely accused.
do you think it's a false accusation?
It was never 100%.
I
But
mean,
what if
there's
it's
no way
like 90? What if it's like 80%?
just because like someone didn't go to
Danny
jail
Masterson.
for it.
I hated that though because you know what? I was looking at the ranch,
Ooh, right to the nuts.
and he got kicked off the ranch.
That's a terrible show. Did
You
they
don't
stop-
like the ranch?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
That's what we're about: false accusations and unfollowable ramblings during a movie that you wish someone would stop in front of. They're sitting in front of you.
Dress up like Halloween, and ghouls will try to get in your pants.
Wow, he's got some
Typical dad.
wisdom. Sun Tzu shit. He's been reading Art of War. I Ching.
He's a better father.
Yeah, they share something. It's communion.
And Sean Archer, like they've been living the wrong lives the whole time.
You haven't been the same since Mike died.
He needed a family to keep him caring about something.
Yeah, that's his kid though, right?
Hmm?
Gina Gershon.
He didn't know. He doesn't know that. He never learns that in the whole movie.
What, you mean like condoms?
Slow mo. They must have sold so many butterfly knives after this. commercial.
Next time, let Carl take his pants down. Slip this in his thigh. Twist it. Put one more closed.
He like went and bought he has like bad guy stuff now. He's like shopping at bad guy stores.
Go on, get out of here.
There's that cop issue.
No, that one probably was already in Sean Archer's clothes.
Yeah, he's like ready to die.
He's just ready to
kill as well.
inflict violence. That's what he's about. They share violence.
Yeah, they love it. They're perfectly matched.
This is Batman and shit.
Speaking of Batman.
Jesus, Kaz, it's me. It's me.
From the shadows.
Him waking up like that was the quickest anyone's like, oh yeah, that is you.
Sorry, I almost shot you.
Jesus.
You're clearly Castor Troy though.
Come on.
Don't you want to talk?
The talk I ever heard from you is suck my tongue. Rub your ass and
I don't like that
take this filthy
script
shit out,
edit.
put
It took
this
them
on, get out of here.
7 years, and like they had to change "suck my dick" to "suck my tongue."
No, he says suck my tongue.
After all this time,
I know,
It's
but
his
like
thing.
just to
that's
jump
his
on
thing.
you?
You think?
That's his thing.
Is that what you
Yes, he's
expect?
particular, but
What did you mean?
they could have just like.
Is this what you meant? Huh? How about this?
It's like, what if we had a terrible sex life?
Which is showing us what his wife went through. She was getting no action.
Doesn't even want his face back at this point.
Neither one does.
Yeah.
Sasha,
This is the part where
what I meant is,
the curtain is revealed on the other person's lives and they become humans.
Yeah.
first.
If the FBI finds out that you were at least my son, please, Cass, you just gotta go.
I've said and done some things
No
that
time
made
to
your
learn.
life harder. I know.
How would you? When you left, you never looked back.
I just know.
How long ago did he leave? He hasn't seen this lady. It's that guy's sister, right?
Yeah, it's been
Is this the same?
a while. She's been hiding a whole kid from him. Kid's damn near 13 years old. Adult.
He's like, hey, by the way, cash me out.
Nice looking clothes.
He's
Yeah, of course, they're yours.
I know.
pretty quiet. Keeps to himself during all this cocaine partying.
He's like come down all the way, huh?
Yeah.
He later on grew up to do bow cut YouTube videos.
How to give yourself a bowl cut. That kid is that guy. To all my YouTubers out there, there's a great video online you can check out how to give yourself a bowl cut. Great video. It is exactly. It sounds like this kid. The guy probably cut this kid's hair. He's probably 1 year older at that time.
5.
He looks like the kind of guy that's always been 55.
Scared someone would try to hurt him just to hurt you.
No, I just bought you those toys, but don't play with them.
Play with those things. They're very, very dangerous. Okay? Come on, sweetie.
He's ready to die.
I'm gonna meet your father.
Whoa. Bomb dropped, right? Was this his first meeting?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's been holding the kid, not letting him know that he's got a kid the whole time. Goes right into the face touch.
God, man, that's his go-to.
This compulsive behavior. This guy's
Mentally
psychotic,
unstable,
dude.
dude. Sean Archer's fucked up.
They portray it one way, but you're right. It's like he's the bad guy. The bad guy's.
They're both bad.
No man is good. No man is all bad.
No man is good.
It's true. Wild
What's the matter with you?
statements, you know.
Wow,
Platitudes. It's not true. It's not true. knows tear gas containers very well because he's being a cop. By the way.
Oh.
How'd you get to be so brave? How'd you get to be so brave?
So when the FBI comes to your house, they come in full-fledged,
Yeah.
guns blazing. Wow.
It was the 90s.
They're already shooting. They're shooting first. That's totally against the law. Thank God that was so easy to do. The guy's just like dangling there. I hate cops. Margaret Cho. She's back. 1 minute to the fourth line. Oh, got him. Shoddy to the face. I was like, I'm gonna put this guy's face on my face. Have like a mask.
Sean Archer is watching all his friends die, and he's cool about it right now.
Yeah, he's like, these are all, I'm killing my friend. I don't even, yeah, it's gotta be complicated. I mean, he killed all those cops before, kind of primed him. John Woo's just like throwing papers.
The other
in
cops are
background.
just random
Meanwhile,
cops. He definitely knows these cops.
To all my aspiring filmmakers out there, if you're making an action movie, just go ahead and throw a bunch of stuff in the background while stuff's happening. This guy by himself coming through. Dangling. He lives for this shit. Oh. Kind of like that guy before.
That world-famous kick again.
That's Sean Archer kick, dude. He's a face, right? Steve laughed, but not directly into his microphone. I just want you guys to know that.
We're just going to give the kid to the craziest guy in the room.
Yeah.
That'll be the best bet.
Well, it's the only chance he has. I'm your uncle, remember? I have a personal relationship with you. They built it in the half second they had. But they should have used the is version.
The music makes me think that this war is just like, there's so much art.
No idea what's going on here.
It's like, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, hear that music. How can this be a bad thing?
For John Woo, it is. It's like my favorite thing in the world.
This is the art part for John Woo.
Yeah, it's utter violence.
He builds up all the crazy plot, the whole face-off thing, just to get to this, where he's in his head. This was the only part he really saw. It was like this beautiful choreography, while this Christmas music is playing.
I just think he's selfish. He killed half a prison, lots of bad guys, cops, all because he wants his face back?
Just live. Yeah, I mean,
he's determined to
that
stop.
guy's banging his wife. I mean, put the gun next to mommy. You gotta wear a cup if you're like a SWAT guy, right? You're wearing bulletproof. They gotta have bulletproof.
You gotta protect your
cups,
balls,
right?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
They gotta be wearing that shit, right? To all my cop listeners out there, I mean police officers, please write us and tell us you're in SWAT. What are you wearing? Are you wearing a bulletproof cup? Are your shins protected? But I am actually curious about the cup, so I don't want to look it up. Please email me directly. Got him. What? Oh, House of Mirrors. He's a sexual guy. He's got a lot of mirrors in his home. This is the bald guy's house, right? Baldini?
That's his spot. It's where he entertains.
So where's Castor Troy's place? It's probably going to be like, what's my schedule?
Probably nicer. It's weird to me that he didn't just try to shoot the other guy. And the fact that they kiss is a little weird.
Wait, are they?
They
brother
never
and
explain
sister?
it. Yeah, they say they're brother and sister. They make out a little bit right there, but they never explain why.
Had some good times, didn't we?
To all my listeners that have been shot in the neck, is that a survivable kind of thing, or put pressure on there, or you're done? The aorta? No, that's not bad.
People survive some wild shit, and people just die from some wild shit. Someone could die getting shot once in the belly, and somebody else can survive like 12 a barrage of bullets.
In real life?
Yeah, it happens all the
50
time.
Cent, do you think 50 Cent survived that shit? Or that it's
You don't think he's? Do you think he's dead? He's a dead man. He's like
I'm
a zombie?
saying there's a
Did
conspiracy
you
theory.
not-
What are you talking about?
Conspiracy
Did you
theory
not
that
think that he
What do you-
survived?
you think
He was
like
cloned.
he died then, and he's been walking around. That's now. I want to get into this more than the face-off. Now, you think 50 Cent's been dead the whole time?
no. That's Tupac. 50
So-
Cent is alive and well.
Then
but
what
it's
is
like
the question?
It's
Is
the
the
moon landing conundrum.
you don't think he was shot a bunch of times? No, you got
That's-
lit up.
That's the conspiracy theory.
I don't think that's a conspiracy theory. I
Young
think
Dolph got shot.
yeah,
It's real. I saw it.
people get shot the fuck up.
I didn't really see it, but Saddam Hussein died. I saw the cell phone video, right? But did he actually die? Osama bin Laden buried
There's
at
probably
sea.
more of a conspiracy you could probably believe in then than 50 Cent being a zombie man or
50 Cent, if you're listening, please email me about this regarding this topic because I'm dying to know. Did you really get shot? From the horse's mouth. He did, though.
got shot 9 times.
I don't think he got shot 9 times.
They got
9
bullet holes.
That's in question.
It's in
Is it?
question. He's
Yeah.
like John Archer. He's like, this is like,
That's in
I keep
question?
calling him John Archer. He's like Sean Archer. He's like, if he becomes someone else, like, who's he always beefing with? He's always beefing with, what's his name?
Beefs with everybody.
He's a big beef.
He has
guy,
beef
but-
with his son.
Does he?
What are you talking about? He beefs he has an open beef with his son.
He's just. I saw this picture of him where he was at a picnic table with $1 million in cash on top of the picnic table in stacks, and then he's just. The caption was just, "This is what $1 million in cash looks like on a picnic table," or something. Okay, sorry. So Sean Archer. What is he even doing? Oh, this is Batman, bro.
It's Batman as fuck. He operates above the law, you know?
I feel like if someone's gonna, you already banged your wife, just liquidate the guy's assets, you know? Right? Bankrupt the criminal organization as the leader.
No, he goes straight House of Cards. He has like presidential ambitions.
Oh.
He's one day in John Archer's body, and he's like, "I'm gonna run for mayor."
Mayor of fictional L.A. Hell-A, as he called it at the beginning, but by the end, he becomes mayor of L.A. And that's Eric Garcetti.
I like that.
Where's the?
So why are you so upset? It's just Pollock's Troy.
One last humanity before potentially hours of inhumanity. I don't know how long this.
I feel like this has been hours already.
Now, oh yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours, and now we're entering Act 3, right? Like the shoes tied, the face came off. Act 2, shoes get tied. No, maybe I'm wrong.
We still might be at the end of Act 2. Oh no, that was the end of it. That's just the beginning of Act 3.
Here he is.
It's all about changing tone, pace.
He's Times Man of the Year. How long has he been? He's been this guy for like minutes.
He saved LA immediately. Took him one day as John Archer. He's a national hero.
Dude, that's fucking. great. I wish someone would invade my body for one day and just like make me a national hero.
Remember when he was winning all those awards? They don't mean shit.
They don't mean shit compared to this shit.
It's a one day in the life of Castor Troy. He was riding
Yeah.
around in a private jet with solid gold guns.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
Yeah, he's a winner. Sean Archer is like mired in loss.
Yeah, he can't move forward.
He can't move forward. He loves to lose. He lives to lose. Look at how far he was. He like went the other way on the train. You know, I mean on the plane. He was like trying to come from the other way. He was so far away.
He said,
Let that lady
I'm
die.
bored, let's go. He sits down.
Yeah, and
Immediately sits on the plane and said, let's go, I'm bored.
It's a winner.
Or let's go, I'm bored, let's go.
Yeah.
He's ready to go, move on with his life,
Yeah.
always.
Big shout
Going
out
to the next step.
Yeah, shout out to Huey Briss. Got that mentality. He's ready to go.
How did he know
It's a
the
winner
extension
mentality.
number to call?
Briss don't miss. And
Briss
neither
don't
does
miss.
Castor Troy.
I could see Briss as a Castor Troy. If they do like a young one, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Young face off.
A prequel.
A squeakquel. Alright, his old home. Oh, he said the word, I'm sorry. For people still listening, that was pretty much a jinx between me and Nicolas Cage, so should be matched up there. Is it my wife or my daughter? Oh, my beautiful wife. Got him.
No, honey, please don't scream. Don't scream. I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't.
But he is like a manhandler, right?
Face and the voice. Don't listen. Just leave.
He's throwing around the T word.
I'm Sean.
That's our word.
Last time I saw you was in this room. We had a fight when I said I had to go away again. I spent the night in Mike's old bed.
That's how they explain that he told his family.
Finally.
All I know is that guy's not doing his job.
Yeah, for real. What the hell?
Walking around, yeah.
Another security guard sleeping on the job.
The assignment was to enter federal prison as Castor Troy. Fucking insane. That's a special ops surgeon.
They could have literally started the movie right here.
And then somehow Castor came out of his coma and killed everybody who knew about the mission.
Nicolas Cage.
He's carrying. Yeah, he's carrying this movie. Mike and Mike. I'm not crazy about your script, but Nicolas Cage is just doing the justice. I never heard about these guys more. I mean, did they make more movies? I don't know. Look it up. I like making statements like that. You feel like Trump, you know? You just kind of make a pronouncement. You can just say something wild.
I know you don't believe a word I'm saying. Well, here's proof, doctor. Your husband, me, my Sean's blood type is O negative.
There we go.
Castor's is AB.
Because that's why the transplant worked. But I guess if they have a laser technology, whatever, blood types.
They had floppy disks.
They have floppy disks with face information. Blood type is no issue.
Minor obstacle.
Oh, shaking. That was her audition. Can you cry and shake? She's like, yeah, you're done. You have no lines.
I'm pretty sure she did the same thing in Pleasantville.
Oh my God. She's like, think of the children. This is the think of the. Will someone please think of the children haircut?
No, this is the I'm hiding that I'm woke now.
I know something. This is called dramatic irony for my literate friends.
I've got a confession to make.
He doesn't know.
You're not gonna like it.
Uh-oh. Is it the confession?
It's close to you.
She knows it's not him, but she loves him.
I know I shouldn't have. I'm ashamed.
She likes
She
this.
loves this version of him.
She likes,
more,
yeah.
and she's very confused.
Oh, look at the conflict.
She's not pulling away.
Give her a line. Face.
My mentor, gone.
Monopoly man, out of here.
So what?
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
This doesn't mean I'm losing you.
Of course not.
There we go. Does this pass the Bechdel test if she gets to say 3 words?
I don't know what that test is. So
The
I'm
test-
going to say yes, it does.
It doesn't.
It does not. I was wrong.
The joke is, it doesn't pass. He's been asleep for like 5 seconds. This should be fine. Got him. So she just went to work. Is this like a misappropriation of the hospital stuff, or
Why was it so easy to convince her?
What?
if some guy comes in your house and has all these details, you listen. Wrong blood type, my friend.
Were you worried about the hospital costs?
Does she know his blood type for sure? She's like, you can convince someone really easily. Hypnosis, you know.
That's the part you should question, is
Mentalist.
that he was able to just wait in the hospital while it's closed.
What a creep move, you
I
know.
don't trust anyone.
There you go.
Eve, where'd you get that gun?
I took it from my fake husband.
Good call. Stay armed, ladies.
Do I? Maybe Sean's already dead, huh?
I'm moving very slowly.
A little op research would tell you that he's like this weird compulsive guy that always touches everyone's face. That would be like the number one thing that people would be like, oh, the face guy? The guy who's always
Well,
touching.
you're definitely Sean Archer.
Yeah. I hate when you do that.
I was thinking the other day, I remember I once took a date out for surf and turf, not knowing she was a vegetarian. So she ate bread and broke her tooth on a rice seed.
This is the only romantic thing they've ever done.
Is that
And it wasn't even
her-
romantic.
It's because she was so weak that her tooth broke on a rye seed. She's very fragile.
And he was so drunk, he fixed the wrong tooth.
Dude, this is Family Man.
Nicolas Cage acting his ass off.
Yeah.
And when I finally brought her home,
Nicolas Coppola.
Nicolas Coppola, to my mobbed up friends out there. Is there a mafia connection, Coppola?
Francis Ford.
Is there?
The connection with the Coppolas? I don't know. Probably. This is me guessing.
We're just making wild accusations, criminal accusations.
I have no actual information
I have no information also.
to
But
back any of this stuff up. Any single
But,
thing
like,
I've said.
all of his like behavior lately seems like it's mafia related. Steven Seagal too. Like they're like dyeing their hair and their beards in a weird way, which tells you that they're like
I mean, that's
compromised.
just someone who was famous trying to deal with mortality.
You in that position. I can never make it up to you.
We will go at all lengths to stay young.
Yeah, including laser surgery to give you your old face back.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Take a look at that wound before you bleed to death.
Got him.
Shout out to Nicolas Cage for balding for 40 years without going bald.
Yeah. It's called the Caesar. Everyone, if you got a good barber,
That was the best shout out. Shout out of the night right there.
Sure.
There he was right there.
it's our Twizzlers shout out of the night.
That's the one right there.
Twizzler shout out of the night. Can I get that in a slow motion, please?
We got 2 shout-outs going out to Patrick Mahomes.
That was a
Nicolas
long
Cage.
shout-out, I will say. But this movie is long, so...
It's a long movie.
Ostensibly, you've seen
That's
this
why I don't
movie
even,
already.
there might be 4 acts in this movie.
Oh, there's at least 6 acts. He's like, my wife got him. Because no other doctors in the building. He opened every other curtain. My wife.
We still are near the Mexican standoff at the church.
Yeah. He's like, it's at 2 hours.
It's a long.
We're ratcheting up Act 7 right now. He's like, I got another confession to make. I got a boner. It's your husband's. Because that could mean both things. 'Cause it's the body of her husband, but it's really him.
This is turning into a real marriage.
Like you said. But now he's starting to regret it. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the Monopoly Man's funeral. That's the whole reason he died, or?
He's got a really steezed out funeral.
Or is it, whose funeral is this?
I believe it's Monopoly Man's.
Why is Gina Gershon going? Is it Gershon?
I do love my cousins until this whole thing blows over.
Is it the eyebrows? Maybe I should do my eyebrows like Gina Gershon. She's such a runaway. A lot of cliches. A lot of teen cliches.
You saying Gina Gershon is a runaway?
No, she was saying that their daughter, with the wild sensibilities, took $50 out of her.
Yeah.
$50 was like $6,000 in 1997.
He held up. He was trying to get $10 million to not blow up LA.
Yeah. He's so compulsive.
Whatever happens, I promise, Sean Archer is off your back for good.
No matter how many cops you killed.
Yeah. No matter how much terrorist activity you've done, I fucked you once, and because I've only ever fucked one other person,
And no, the
feel like
cops
we're
you
married.
killed is the only things you know about her is what we. She's probably done way more crazier shit.
Oh my god. She probably did the splits on some, you know. She's like Jean-Claude Van Damme, you know? Just like doing the splits, killing people.
Gina Gershon is a lot like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I'm surprised she didn't get a just like a lot more work, you know. She's kind of like a rare find. White don't crack. That's what they say. That lady's 62.
She's been 62 for a while.
She was born 62. Oh, my barber gave me a Caesar recently on accident.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave her severance. But that's it. That's the whole story. Don't let a woman cut your hair. Is that sexist?
Yeah, that was really sexist.
that barbershop.
Don't let a woman cut your hair. Don't
let me say it in a Persian accent. It sounds a little bit better. Okay, I'm wrong.
If you let a woman cut your hair, you'll be cursed for 7 years.
Something like that. I don't know. That's why I keep that evil eye over my door for shit like that. It's okay. Mistakes were made. That's why you say stuff out loud. You hear yourself. And you're like, oh, okay. I'm a piece of shit.
We're not. None of us are good people.
That's what this movie's telling us.
Yeah, you said all men are bad.
All men are bad. That's something that very bad men say.
You did say all men are bad, and don't let a woman cut your hair.
Okay, that's some Brett Kavanaugh shit. I'm projecting onto these Archer and Troy, but really, I need to look in the mirror, like all the mirrors in this movie.
And make sure you point a gun at the reflection.
Did this movie?
Man, Sean Archer doesn't learn.
Enough about me.
Change.
Enough about me and my change and growth and my Bildungsroman at 31, at my young age. But did Romeo and Juliet come out before or after this movie? This is the slow motion doves and all like the Catholic imagery. I feel like
all these movies are the same time.
They came out on the same day.
Same day. Romeo
There was
and
a lot of
Juliet.
Catholicism was big back then. Buffy the Vampire
Face
Slayer
Off.
was on TV. You know, I'm Muslim. I asked for a cross for Christmas.
You were just being punk rock.
I think it kind of did play into that. You know, disrespectful, culturally inappropriate.
That was your way of putting on the you were like that little girl, the teenage girl with their makeup, asking for a cross.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, he's another Christ. But it's a mocking Christ.
There's no reason for that spin move
Yeah,
except
that's what I thought.
except steez, all steez.
Honey. Come here.
Oh my God. Got him.
And guess what? Your daughter's on the way. History repeats itself.
This is between us.
All men are bad, dude. Look at this.
Oh, man.
He's gonna shoot his wife.
You should have left him out.
Shout out to that hairline.
I wanted to kill you. But you take it so personal.
Dude, they have the advantage. There's like no contest here.
Yourself or let it go.
No father could.
No brother could either.
Neither could his sister.
Yeah, I don't know why he
He's
puts her in
pointing
the
a gun
middle.
at his wife.
I don't know why he puts her in the middle and not just keep her close with the gun on her.
He's pointing one of the guns still at his wife.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Gee, Archer, I guess I'm crashing. You okay, baby?
Yeah, thanks.
They're back to baby status.
Sasha, baby. I'm Castor. That's Archer.
I'm bored.
Man, this rolls right off her.
Fucking gun down.
She's very much like Castor Troy, where she just moves on with her life.
It makes sense.
She's not gonna be caught up in the past.
Because why? Also, why would that be true? Obviously.
What a predicament!
What if
See,
he-
John Travolta's attempts at overacting just don't sing as true as Nicolas Cage's.
Yeah. But I would love to see a movie where they kind of unify the DC universe. I'm sorry, there's a lot of action about to happen. She saves a woman.
You want to see
Lady
what?
Luck. But a DC movie
Where'd that
where
come
they
from?
unify all the Jokers, and they're like, there's too many Jokers.
Unified,
They
like a
all have to
fucking.
fight. All these people have to fight.
They get they go on a strike.
And they
all
go
all the Jokers.
they go on strike. And then Travolta is the scab Joker, and he's like, I'm gonna be Joker. Cage is like picket Joker.
I don't think anybody even heard any of that because everything was blowing up.
No, they heard. They know.
They
There's no erasing.
the
what I
illustrious
said.
they. Thank you.
Gersh.
They.
She's
I don't-
shaking.
As DJ
shaking
Khaled
and crying?
told me, I don't trust you.
I don't trust you. That's something people don't say enough in this society that we're living in. You know.
Don't trust they.
She admits that they're bad guys, so that you, as the movie viewer, understand the pure dichotomy: white and black, good and evil. Krishan dead, but she was kind of in the gray area because he banged her. She was cool enough that he banged her because he's good, so it's cool.
There was definitely a moment of real intimacy between
Yeah.
the two of them
Yeah.
that the wife felt.
But it only made it more spicy.
Female intuition, as they said.
Oh, women know everything.
So she knew there was some real fireworks
She
happening.
smelled it the moment that woman showed up. The way
Why,
they looked at each
why
other.
would you just check on some gunshots?
She's like, oh, is that gunshots? That's what happens when
She's
you
like
grow up.
creeping up the stairs.
She lives in Huntington. I mean, not Huntington Beach. One of those Redondo Beach. What's like the Porto, probably. Where was those houses? It's like very nice.
It's all just vague LA except the
Vague.
convention center.
Yeah, but they have a very nice house. He's an FBI agent. I guess they make money. You're done. I wish this movie had been directed by John Turteltaub, the director of National Treasure, but you would have gotten all this like beautiful choreography. But I just like saying Turteltaub. So more movies from Turteltaub. If any young development executives are out there listening, more Turteltaub. That's what we want. He just kind of wiggled, and they just cut away.
It's very much like Batman in the sense that anytime there is a one-on-one between him and the Joker, it's pretty simple who will beat. Sean Archer will
always win.
Yeah.
He always has the upper hand. It's his
Unless
FBI
other
training.
things happen. Things out of his control.
Probably.
Like his daughter shooting him.
What is wrong? This girl's nothing but trouble. I guess it's just teenage girls in a nutshell. They're like, gonna shoot you.
A teenage girl?
When you're the father of a teenage girl, it's so difficult because they're gonna shoot you. I think that's what this movie's saying. Can't even trust them. And then some strange man licks your daughter, and it's your responsibility as a patriarch. She turned your own knowledge against you. There's the audition. What did she say? There's the scream that we were talking about earlier, that like 90s necessary scream. Brought it back. That's Act 3 scream.
I like that little limp he did. He did a little limp for a little bit.
Now everyone's he's got the brother's limp. Now every person that's not a principal character is a piece of tissue paper from here on out. John Woo will throw through the screen. Speedboat, you dead. Oh, I poked a hole in the boat. Next speedboat. He's still doing his cop duty. He's trying to protect and serve. Ooh. Oh, the guy who ran that bait and tackle shop is dead.
Also,
everyone else.
We should be about a mile away now. Couple miles.
No, that's cool. There's another speedboat available right there. Oh, is this Port of Long Beach?
Good for the Long Beach economy.
Great for the Long Beach, the struggling. Shout out to Mayor Robert Garcia. You're doing some. I don't know what you're doing.
Fuck Mayor Robert Garcia, dog.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Fuck Mayor Robert Garcia. I saw you on the train talking shit. Him and all of his friends were just like on there gabbing once, like around the time of the election, and I think they were talking shit about the other people he was running against.
He's making backdoor deals with people he'd run against because instead of getting in competition, like we're not gonna do anything about this housing thing. We'll make a gentleman's agreement with
that's typical
property owners.
Typical Democrats.
Just so I don't run against you.
Exactly, just pretending to do something, and then giving
he
in.
is also the worst person on Twitter. Because
he is the worst person on Twitter.
He only talks about DC movies.
Oh, it's disgusting. Those are the worst movies.
Justice League.
If you like Justice League, you're a psychopath. Plain and simple. If you like it because you like comic books in general and it's in the milieu and you like that, go ahead. To me, it's horrible. But if that's your thing, DC is your thing. You disgust me.
That's what he talks about most. He's the mayor of Long Beach, California.
Yeah, it's like a million. It's a million people here, metro area. 500,000, 364,000 official, something like that. But a lot of people live here. Trying to live out here, and it's a beautiful place. Most nice days a year. That's why you can film a scene like this, no problem. Now they're on one boat. Okay, we took a boat down. We're inching closer.
That was a Navy ship.
This is the 8th ending of this movie.
That was a Navy battleship they sunk.
Yeah, they just killed 3,000 troops. But this was before 9/11. No one cared about the troops back then.
See, he would have killed him again. He's beaten him so many times, but then something out of his control happens.
Yeah.
That makes him go.
It's called Satan Ex Machina in this case. Because Satan. Oh, that is the game ender.
Nope.
Oh, he hit him once. That seems like you'd be done.
It definitely would knock anyone else off a boat, but not Sean Archer.
It's Sean Archer.
How can he damage his face? He can't damage his face.
No, they just print you a new one, dude. They 3D printed that guy's ear. Why is it such a big deal? Have you seen the lady who, like the most recent lady who had the face transplant? It is not like, you know, it's not imperceptible. You can tell very much that like they have had extreme. I'm sorry, I'm trying to apply logic to this shit.
You know what we haven't talked
He's
about?
water
bro?
skiing with his fucking shoes right now, so I'm not going to apply any logic to this. I'm sorry. He's like, this is the thing, is like, what do they teach you to be like a special agent? How special is this training?
Earlier he stopped an airplane by crushing it with a helicopter.
Okay. Oh.
Kicked a man 800 feet.
Spoiler alert, keep an eye on this harpoon gun. It's called foreshadowing. Okay, all right. And the tethering.
I don't think it's foreshadowing if it's about to happen in like
10 seconds. Okay, another like violent craft collision. I remember how every other boat exploded. I'm sorry, logic, but
no, they definitely should just die.
Okay, these are two very different gentlemen. They are not.
They should just be dead.
They are dead.
Both of them.
They are dead.
They flew 1,000 feet in the air.
Well, it's not them. That's the whole point. Is like, okay, both. How many stuntmen died on this thing? Like, if Bruce Lee's son died on set from one gunshot going off, another conspiracy theory for another time.
Are you saying Bruce Lee's son is
Brandon
dead?
Lee? He's dead. He is dead, but conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory.
that the triads killed Bruce Lee. I'm sorry.
That does. So there was like some something fishy going on.
Something fishy going on.
And why he died in that way. That makes more sense. I thought you were going back to your 50 Cent point of
didn't happen.
It didn't even happen.
It's a moon landing, dude. Stanley Kubrick directed his last movie. He directed
way more that
wasn't
we fake the moon landing than 50 Cent didn't get shot up. Because he lost his label deal.
Because he got shot?
Yeah. He had a label deal. He had an album ready to go. They dropped it. He got shot and they released him from the label as a follow-up.
They don't understand. Oh, that guy. This happened to the guy who got shot.
That's why he was a free agent.
Same thing happened to the guy who got shot in the thumb at that pizza place playing Madden. Got shot in the hand and like two other places.
Oh, it's the same thing.
It's exactly the same thing. He's a professional ... gamer.
Yeah. 50 Cent was like a up-and-coming rapper in the 90s.
Yes.
To the early 2000s.
He damaged the face.
You gotta damage the... If someone's got you, this is your last move. Damage the face. Pain or boredom. That's your two choices.
Die.
Oh. And you know what? Catcher Troy, don't do boredom, guys. Great line. Nicolas Cage did a lot with that line.
Nicolas Cage is very good at acting compared to John Travolta. Even John Travolta, when John Travolta hams it up, he looks like he's hamming it up.
Yeah,
Nicolas is hamming it up.
He's a true ham.
He's like, yo, he's giving it his all. He's not half-assing shit.
Rocking. This is another behavior of people with anxiety disorders.
That's about to be me soon. I'm about to be just rocking.
Yeah, rocking back and forth. We're almost done here.
Should have just walked up to him and just touched his face.
Another Margaret show. She's like, touch my face so I know it's real. I should have known you didn't touch my face.
We knew the whole time.
We were just fucking with you. This was the training op they were describing earlier.
You passed.
You've been in the X-Men dungeon this entire time.
This is when Ashton Kutcher comes out. We were all in on it.
Punk, your son hasn't even been dead. He's 14 now.
There's cameras here and here and here.
It's like, that's why you haven't heard of Ashton Kutcher in the last 8 years.
You thought this was Cash Troy. It's actually Justin Timberlake.
He's got a new album. We're going to listen to it here. And he's just bawling.
Always.
I'm going to fuck myself real quick. It's my dead self, but should be fine. It's me still, so I feel like it's my right.
Off, you know, player.
Why don't you come up off that ring, player?
You ain't gonna need that no more. I like how they put them both in the same ambulance.
That's happens. That
Remember,
happens.
it's top secret still.
Only
You got to transport them
every
together.
person in that in the Long Beach harbor saw that.
When you wake up, everything will be restored.
Where's this guy been? Are you fucking kidding me?
You mean the backup doctor that can do everything?
Backup doctor? Are you fucking kidding me?
He also can face off.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, that other guy,
Oh, yeah, he
worthless.
just,
Glad he's dead.
He kind of just traced the line on your face
I'm gonna do.
and then kind of kept the thing steady. I'll just keep that laser steady on it.
I have a new machine. It's the Lindsay Lohan machine.
Luckily, he had 2 floppy disks.
I'm just gonna use his dead body and reanimate you like Frankenstein, if that's fine. I don't know how to do the face-off surgery the way that other guy did it, but you'll be fine. You'll be as brain dead as the out guy, but you know you can still.
How does your daughter
fuck
look
your
at
wife.
you in the face after you just licked her from chin to forehead?
Well, it wasn't you. It was
Well,
you.
if
So-
she was
first-
dealing with a lot of things before, he's having a nice little moment. She's having a nice little moment.
Okay.
His daughter,
Yeah.
if her life was already going in a certain direction, it's gonna go even crazier.
Oh yeah, she's.
How do you trust anybody?
Yeah, no
You don't
trust.
trust a single human being in the world.
That's gonna be the first line on her Tinder profile is, "I don't trust anyone since my dad had some weird face thing. You read about it on the news."
Right
DTF.
now, she seems put together, but it's just adrenaline.
It's
just
the
moment.
adrenaline. These people, this family runs on adrenaline.
I'm sorry I shot you.
Oh. I'll never try to bang you.
He's never been prouder.
I'm so glad.
You shot me just like I'd shoot any one of you.
I love guns. any gunplay, I'm for it. Hey, by the way, after my outpatient
Check it out.
dentist,
I found a new son.
I got the same son.
He's
Hey,
got longer
remember
hair now, though.
that same son?
He's got a different haircut.
He's got.
But trust me, it's him.
He's gonna trust me. It's him. Dude, they're gonna do the face surgery
You're here now.
on the kid to make him look exactly. It's like, listen,
Why
kid,
not us?
one other thing. One condition of us adopting you, and you have no other choice. I'm sorry. No one else is gonna take you. She's like, all right, we're gonna do the face surgery on this kid.
All right, after they get over all this, though, do you ask your wife for details? What did you guys do?
Margaret Cho never worked again in action movies.
I think as just a married couple, they both know not to ask the tough questions that they'll get the tough answers to.
Exactly. As
Like,
if yeah.
she knows something happened with the young foxy hottie.
Yeah.
Did you do that thing that you do for me on my birthday on a regular day for him?
Wow.
No, she definitely went out. She
She
definitely
went way beyond that
she,
shit.
She
His
awakened.
birthday was tame.
Yeah, Castor Troy showed her some shit. Showed her. We're done, right?
All right,
We're
what did we
finished now?
learn? What did we learn? What did we learn?
I-
What did we learn?
What did I learn?
I learned that there should have been a guest star appearance by John Stamos.
Yeah, as a third face-off, it's
Something
like,
like
I'm
that.
not that guy. I'm
It's always
John
good with
Stamos.
John Stamos in it. That's
It's
all
like
I'm
The
saying.
end, that would have been a good ending if he walks
know.
up to the house, it's all slow motion, he opens the door, and he's like,
Smile.
She's like,
It's all
thank
good.
God.
And it's just like a real happy ending, and it's like, yo, I'm handsome forever.
Way
John
more
Stamos.
Timeless now.
by far. John Travolta, if you're listening, you're much less handsome than John Stamos.
That is kind of the big, that's the, if he blows any layup in the whole movie, it's at the end, not just getting a cooler body. Because he digitally
That
did
happens in Phenomenon, I think, yeah?
He gave back an 8-pack.
You got to give this, though.
Yeah.
He had a 6-pack.
Yeah,
You got-
dude.
He had a
you-
6-pack.
carved
he gave
up,
it
dude.
back. He was
Carved
like,
up.
No, let me get back to.
You got to do this, though. If you could switch faces with somebody, who would it be?
Any person?
Switch face.
Anybody
Alive or
in
dead
the
or
world.
alive?
Doesn't matter.
Faces. And body, of course.
Well, you're going to have to take his own image, so.
Yeah, I mean, like,
So
you
you
basically
need to be
are
a
portray-
different person. Who would you be? Right now, I'd be LeBron. That seems cool.
Oh,
Can you?
LeBron.
Can the lasers do that shit?
They scan. You change your whole body. But you need LeBron James.
They were doing some athletic ass shit. LeBron-esque. I feel like LeBron could do this movie just
If LeBron
On
was in this
GP.
movie, this movie would be 10 minutes. It only dragged because LeBron was a part of it.
It's like it's gonna be 8 more years before we finish Face Off 4.
Would have looked at that big son of a bitch coming at it. Wouldn't know what to do.
Oh my God. 275 pounds. How big is he?
He's slimming up. He's not
LeBron?
I think he might.
No,
at the
you
most.
question mark.
Question mark. You never
Yeah,
know.
because I
He's
think
huge, though.
when
He's
he
6'8".
starts the
Wait, how tall is he?
season,
6'5".
Well, 6'4", 6'5".
His Twitter profile only says 6'5", but it says he says 6.
On a good day, I'm 6'5". When I'm big.
Oh, what's your Twitter handle? Let's
Twitter handle?
Hey,
I don't
hook
do
us up.
anything on Twitter.
Yeah, you retweet some of my tweets
Yeah,
6
but
months
my
ago.
Twitter,
So.
I got like 80 people on Twitter. I like Twitter.
That's why you say your handle will get you a couple more
I
followers.
like the anonymity of Twitter. I don't want more. I
Okay.
like the default. No one knows.
Your name is your name on Twitter.
I'm gonna
At least I
change it
have it.
now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't have anything related to your name. My
Oh.
Twitter handle, CoolDmo with a K, like Cool Mo D, the rapper. No spaces, but swapped. You know, MOE, KOOLMOE. No DEMOE, whatever. You got me.
I'm gonna jump in this and say third-party harassment.
You got
Yes,
feelings.
I feel offended.
Go on.
I feel offended.
Why?
You are forcing your Twitter handle on him.
He follows me already. I think it's fair.
Expose yourself.
What?
Pull your dick out, dog. That's what he's telling you to do.
I am kind of curious about this dick surgery situation. That's my big hang up. I think that's probably like the big hang up for most people.
What surgery?
The laser surgery. It's not real.
The laser. There's a lot of this movie that's not real yet.
All right, we're done. We're done.
We're done. I don't think any. I mean, I don't.
Anything else?
Shout out Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes.
He's got a good
Is he a
day.
Charger? He's a Chargerist.
Chief. I don't even like Chiefs. I'm a Raider fan.
Ooh, Chiefs is a bad name.
Chiefs. Yeah, it's a.
It's to timestamp this. One final thing. Happy.
It's not good because
Indigenous Peoples
we
Day. coming
didn't
up.
treat. Well, I
October
say
5th.
we. Well, I'm not at all a part of any of that. But
We're all Indigenous.
in
somewhere.
America,
Yeah, we don't belong.
we are benefiting off of the
None of us
the
should
suffrage of native people.
be. Oh no,
And that's a good way to end this, I think.
suffering.
As all of us as Americans are
suffrage, 'cause
benefiting on the suffering.
Suffering, yes.
I mean, whatever. I've been drinking. You made me drink all this shit.
Yeah,
I said
yeah, it's-
suffrage. I know it's women's suffrage. Sorry.
No, it's not
I
just
don't wanna
women's.
take it.
Suffrage just means. All right, we're done.
He's like, we don't want to get into this.